Going back over to the other side where OBS is. You can see the banner. That's what we're here for today. That's the banner. And it's not Southampton. It's Middlesbrough. Yeah, Middlesbrough taking on the Tigers, Hull City. I'm going to come on screen in 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Here I am. 1, 2, 3. Welcome. How are you doing? We've got a big game coming up. Put your eyes on this thing here. What do you think that is? I want to know if anybody knows what this is. And once you do, I'll let you know why it's there and what it means. Because we've got a bloody big game. But Lynn Pitts down in Florida. Stevie, thanks for the content. Lynn, thanks for being there. Seriously, everybody that comes back even once is a friend of mine. But you've been here so many times, Lynn. You're part of the family. You know you are. Leonardo Baraviera. Hello, everyone. Leo says hello. And I got a big apology to make to everybody before we go anywhere. I know we're talking about the EFL Cup final today, but I'm really gutted. I put a game up, Brazil-Panama coming up, and the listing has been taken away by the TV companies. I can't do that game now. I'm really gutted. So apologies to everybody that was looking forward to that match. I'm kind of really pissed off and gutted. Stuart Phillips, it's an ammo can for a 7.62mm round. Yes, my friend, it absolutely is. It's an ammo box. And it did contain a bandolier of 7.62. This is from my time. This box is very old. I've got a few of them. I've even got some things I probably shouldn't have. I've got an absolute massive drill round from a tank and all other stuff. So if I ever do a military channel, which I'm thinking of doing, I've got lots of military stuff. But this is an ammo box. I'm going to keep it there for a little while so people can see it. The reason why it's there is because Middlesbrough and Hull City are going to war. And when you go to war, you need ammunition. There's a lot of ammunition in there. And let's hope that the guys from Middlesbrough and from Hull City can get it going. I'm saying this much. In a battlefield, ammunition is what you need. On the football field, you need goals. That's why it's there. That's why it's there. Miniature cup, I guess. Hey, that was a good one. That was a good one. A miniature cup, yes. It could have been. It could have been because there they are, right there. 1, 2, and in behind me is another miniature cup. They would fit in there. Absolutely. Good call there. Good call, Leo. Good call. Oh, I would never have guessed. Yep, it's from the days when I was in the British Army. And Stevie actually was a qualified sniper. I used to love shooting. I used to love shooting the soccer ball, the football in the back of the net, and simply ammunition down the range, hit the target. Ammunition on the football pitch, ball in the back of the net. It's the same thing for me. I could see the ball fly through the air, and when I was sniping, I could see my bullet go down the range. And I also had a spotter next to me to literally tell me when I'm on, when I'm off. So there you go, a little bit of a strange way to put it. But you need ammunition today, both teams. Now, let's get into this right now. I've got some stuff lined up for you. I'm going to take you straight off screen. Got some good things coming up for you. Come with me right now. It's all set up, ready to go for your entertainment. Let's take a look at the starting lineups. There we go. First team in, and the first team in, it should be Hull City because they qualified first. So here we are. Ivor Pandor in net. I'm telling you now, he's going to be busy. He's going to be busy. Louis Coyle in defence. John Egan. Big John's going to have to come up with a massive performance. So is Louis Coyle, the captain. Going to have to come up with big performances. Semi Ajayi and Charlie Hughes also. Midfield, Gilesy, Slater, Matty Crooks in the picture. Going to have to play a big part today. Baloumi, Mohamed Baloumi. Fantastic through the playoffs so far. If he can stand on his head, maybe Hull City can get something out of this game. The Canadian, Liam Miller. Hopefully he can get something to do it. And unfortunately, Oleg McBurney not going with Scotland to the World Cup. But he's at Wembley to try and get back to the Premiership. On the bench, Phillips, Lundstrom, Hirakawa, Drame, Hadziametovic, Gelhardt. Gelhardt on the bench coming in second half. Watch that happen. When they need something up front in the second half, Gelhardt's going to be coming in. Dowell, Kumus, and old Man United player McNair. Let's take a look at Middlesbrough coming in, reinstated into the final. Absolutely glorious. There's your lineup. Take a butchers at that. Bryn, Sol Bryn in net. May not be the busier of the two keepers, but he's going to be on his toes. literally have to be on his toes. When you got Bellumi, McBurney, Gellart, other guys can get on the end of it. He's going to have to be literally on his toes. In defence, very, very, very well equipped in defence. Sol Bryn has Britton, Target, Captain Fry and McGree in defence. It's going to be very busy. Take a look down to the right side. You can see Tondra Eckert, the coach, doing the old binos. How stupid does he feel right now? We're going to get onto some of that, but how stupid does he feel? He sanctioned the spying, staying with Middlesbrough's lineup. Whitaker up front needs to get something done today. Really does. Ayling, quarterbacking this team brilliantly. He's all over the place. Absolutely fantastic for a man of his age. Strelic, dangerous up top. Hull City, beware. Brown, Morris and Melanda as well up top. Hull City, beware. Be very aware. On the bench, good news for Hull City's opponents today. Wildsmith's on the bench. Gilbert's on the bench. Silvera. Castledine factored in the playoffs so far. Edmondson, Hansen, eBay and Sarmiento. But one man I left out deliberately. Hayden Hackney on the bench. EFL Player of the Year. Hayden Hackney on the bench. Is he going to come in? Well, if he does, he's going to be fit and he's going to make a damage and a bit of a difference. Referee for today, Jared Gillette, or Gillette. I think we say Gillette. He's not a Gillette, he's a Gillette. And your linesman, Neil Davis, Stephen Meredith. Stephen's going to do a great job, I'm pretty sure about that. And obviously your fourth official, Michael Salisbury. Yeah. Reserve referee, Craig Taylor, in case they need him. And the VAR, Stuart Atwell. They should have picked somebody else, in my opinion. Doesn't matter. And assistant is Konstantin Hatsiakis. Looking at Jared Gillett, the referee. He's a Premier League referee. You've seen this guy before. I'm quite happy that they put this guy in charge, to be honest with you. Reason why, the winner of this team, or this game I should say, the winner of this game is going to the Premier League. So get a Premier League in charge of this match. I fully agree with it. And you know I've said up until this point that Championship referees should be officialising these semi-finals, and they have done. Now, it's going upscale. It's going Premier League style. And you've got the VAR as well. So you're treating yourself to a Championship Premier League game in readiness for teams to get into the Premier League. But he's had 22 matches, Mr. Gillette, this year. An average of 3.68 yellows, call it 4. And he's dished out 2 red cards in 22 games. An average of 1 red card every 11 matches, if you like. 1 Championship match, 2 FA Cup, 1 Carabao Cup, European qualification, and club friendlies 2. He's been very busy, and you can go on and on and on. Last year, 16 matches refereed in the Premier League. 23, 24, 21 matches in the Premier League. 22, 23, 17. And his first season in the Premier League, 9. So as you can see, he went up all the way. And interestingly now, just for the sake of people who are going to take in all 3 finals, Championship Player Final comes off today, as you can see all the details. The League One final coming up below. Bolton Wanderers taking on Stockport County. Who remembers Stockport County, Wrexham fans? I do, you do, we do. Well, they may be coming to the playoffs final and getting through against Bolton, but you tell you what, it's going to be tough. Bolton factor in to be the favourite there. And your League Two. Look again, Wrexham fans. Notts County in the final. League Two playoff final. Remember the battles with Notts County? I do. I hope you do too. So there you go. 2 more finals coming up. 1 on Sunday, 1 on Monday, and then it will be done and dusted. Going to come back on screen to you right now. Got some stuff to talk about. We're going to go in the chat, but I've really got some good pointers to bring to you right now. First point I want to know from you guys, who is your winner? Who is your winner? Please tell me who's your winner. And the game is coming up in about 4 minutes' time. Just going to bring that screen up, get that started so we're on time. But who is your winner of this match? Literally, who's your winner? I want to know, guys. Tell me, who is your winner? And we'll get there very soon. D. Scott, how you doing, Scotty? Not the match I was expecting, to say the least. No. Millwall, Southampton. Everybody said flat out that's the way it's going to be. But, you know, cup football doesn't always turn out like a league match. You know what I'm saying? Not the match many people were expecting. Stuart says, ammo for the GPMG. Oh, buddy. Oh, buddy. Marilyn Monroe. Marilyn Monroe. Marilyn Monroe. Marilyn Monroe. Yeah, that's the tap sign. Marilyn Monroe, finger on the trigger. Boom. Marilyn Monroe. Marilyn Monroe. Marilyn Monroe. Marilyn Monroe. Rounds down the range, rounds on the target. Marilyn Monroe. Bang. You're bringing it back to me, Stuart. You're bringing it back to me. I love the GPMG. Even doing the ICFTs and the big tabs with that GPMG on my shoulders, tabbing away like a psychopath. I really got into that. I really did. I really did. Thank you, Stuart. Pickle Kisser. How you doing, brother? Buenos dias, Stevie. Today's going to be fun. Absolutely. We're going to have a gong show again. And again, I love everybody in the chat. You do a fantastic job all the time. It's good to see family because you're not friends. You're family. You're not subscribers. You're family. Period. You're connected to me, to everybody in this channel. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. Leonardo says, have to ask Stevie, do you agree on not taking Foden, Arnold and Palmer to the World Cup? I think Foden's a bit of a surprise, but he's been in and out of Man City's team throughout the season, so it's not a shocker. Harry Maguire, definitely not a shocker. I wouldn't put him in anybody's team, but I'm just saying. But Arnold, arrogance. Go to Spain, think you're all that? Obviously you're not. He's a ball player, but I don't really rate him. If all you can do is play ball and not cover the defensively, I don't need you. Sorry. Arnold, I don't rate him. Real Madrid do. Palmer, another surprise. Absolutely. Absolutely. Hey, hello, Willy boy. Just give me a second. Got to take care of my Willy boy. But Palmer definitely was a surprise, but not a shock. Just a second. There you go, fella. You have that. Oh, I just got a big love tap by little Willy. There you go. It's okay, don't worry. You can. But yes, Arnold and Palmer, bit of a shocker. But, egos. Reduce the egos, maybe? Maybe that's what Tuchel is doing. But the big German making it clear that he's in command and he's setting the tone. So, was a surprise, but not a shocker. I'm looking at Sergei, the big coach on the bench. He's looking on. Let's see where this goes. It's about to kick off, guys. Look at that beautiful scene. Wembley Stadium. They're switching ends after the toss of the coin. And it looks like, I'm looking at the roof. Is it closed? It looks like it's open, but the sun is going to be, I'm looking at the shadows. Look at the shadows, guys. The shadows are in front of the Hull fans, which means Middlesbrough will be kicking into the sun. Remember that. D. Scott, Stevie, do you know if Middlesbrough started training the day the sparring was announced, and how much has Hull been harmed by not knowing? Great points, because it's a case of, I got right down here in notes. Who has been affected most by Spygate? Hull City or Middlesbrough? And I'll tell you now, Scott, great question, but I can tell you, Middlesbrough have continued to train for the final for Hull City. They've continued to train for that. They had an inching in their minds that disciplinary hearing was going to go their way, and it did, and quite convincingly as well, plus 4 points deduction next season. So I would say that looking point blank, Middlesbrough's the big team coming in, the favourite to win. If you're looking at the betting, Middlesbrough 2-5 on. You're making no money with that. Hull City are 7-4. But the game's about to go. But yeah, it's a great point you bring in there. Great point you're bringing there, Scotty. But I say this, Middlesbrough are prepared for Hull City and have been all the way through. And Hull City have been focusing on the final. I say advantage Middlesbrough. They've had literally 4 or 5 days to set it up since the banning. So it's equal for both teams leading in those final days. But again, who does it favour? I think Middlesbrough. I really do. Woody Windsor. Woody, how you doing, Finn? How you doing, fella? Hull going to sue if they lose. Yeah, and another point as well. Hull City were actually looking and literally applying for automatic promotion. Hull City were. They reached the final legally, and they didn't seem to think that they needed to play in a make-up final. So there's a few things the way this is going to turn around. But at the end of the day, I'll tell you this. The only thing that matters now is the scoreline after 90 minutes. Whittaker coming forward with the ball. Lots of space. Gets it back. No one on the wide side. And literally wastes the ball, wastes the possession. But again, Middlesbrough are going to have a lot of possession today. Big crunching tackle coming in. Throw in coming up for Hull City. Ammo box. Ammunition. That's what we need. We need goals. An early goal will make this final. Too many player finals have gone really stale. No one's really challenged. No one's really took the bull by the horns, per se. I got a feeling you're going to see Middlesbrough dominate this. 1 minute 30 in, no action so far. Ayling on the ball. Quarterback in the team, like a general. He does a really good job, even with the antsiness that he brings as well. But he's all over the place. He offers himself for the ball, kicks the team into gear, and literally assists this team moving forward and in defence as well. But Middlesbrough, full of power. Target now with the ball down the middle. Whittaker on the ball, passes it off. Hull City already looking stretched. Target on the ball, brings it down nicely. Whittaker, tic-tac-toe. Middlesbrough keeping possession. Totally in control right now. Wouldn't be surprised for an early goal. Ball in the middle. Keeper claims. I told you he was going to be busy. Pandor comes out for the ball. Down low. Could have been tricky. But he gets it. But again, welcoming everybody. EFL Championship final. The final game of the season. The richest game in football. And it's my 50th game today, this season, in the Championship. Oh, sorry, 51 today. 51 today. 46 league matches with Wrexham and 5 matches in the playoffs. 50 games down, 51 today. How about you? How many games you got in there? Ayling clipped. Referee, come on, Mr. Gillette. Luke Ayling doesn't dive. Give me a break. Doesn't dive, he doesn't dive. Luke Ayling, he doesn't dive. But again, welcoming everybody. Hope you're having a great day. Enjoying the final. Borough offside there. Whittaker a little bit too eager. Stuart Phillips, so you were 1 or 2 on the gun. I was number 1. Selfishly, I was number 1 because I liked hitting the target. And military terms, the GPMG General Purpose Machine Gun gives you awesome suppressive fire in battle. You start laying that down on the enemy, there's not much coming back. It's an absolute beast. My other favourite was the 36mm. That was another favourite of mine. Anyway, back to rounds on the field, to rounds in the battlefield. It's rounds on the football pitch. Big challenge coming up. Lovely play. Britain getting his feet warm, getting the tackle in, giving the throw away, but keeping it safe at the back for the Borough. And as you can see upstairs, I'm hosting this as the Tigers versus the Borough. I could call it Hull City and Middlesbrough, but it's just tighter and easier. Tigers, Borough. How easy could it be? Staying in the chat. D. Scott. I remember it was budget cut. Stuart Phillips. Ouch, that hurts. I'm rooting for the Tigers 2-1. Woohoo! Hey, I tell you what, go Pickle Kisser. Now, talking about Hull City on the offensive, they got to soak up the pressure. They will soak up the pressure. They've been soaking up the pressure all day long, all season long, all match long. It's nothing new. Same old program. Normal service resumed. But McBurney's the key. He's got to be on target today. McBurney's got to be the key. Balloumi's also got it to do, but McBurney, bring a goal. Hull City need McBurney to be on fire today. And as you can see, the final third, no one's throwing any energy array. This is going to be a bit of a tic-tac-toe, cat and mouse, catenaccio, Italian style. Nobody offering too much. A lot of defensive plays, keeping it safe. Super safe, super safe, super safe. Tea time, baby. And it's a hot piper. Oh, that is gorgeous. Gorgeous cup of tea. Again, I make my own and there's nothing in it. Nothing in it. I'm like this all the time. Carrying on down. I love it in the chat. But guys, 2-1. Pickle Kisser says, I'm rooting for the Tigers 2-1. Give us your scores. What you thinking? Anybody? Come on. Come on. Give us your scores. Give us your scores. Rules of engagement. Did you know what the rules of engagement are? Seeing as we're talking military terms. Stuart Phillips, you're bringing it out of me, friend. You're bringing it out of me. Rules of engagement for today's match. 2 45-minute halves. 90 minutes plus added time. If free kick maybe, throw in. If there's no decision after 90 minutes, you will be going to extra time. 2 minutes of 15 minutes each way. If it's still level after 2 minutes of 15 minutes extra time, you're going to the dreaded, or I love them, penalty shootout. So there you go. There's the rules of engagement. I'm going to give you that a couple of times as we go through, but the rules of engagement, 90 minutes, extra time, then penalties. Now you know. All around the world. Target with the ball. Look at the scenes at Wembley. 2 balls. No, well done, Target. He keeps the ball off the play. Beautiful play. Clever man. What was the ball boy thinking? Maybe the ball boy's a Hull City fan. Is the ball boy a Hull City fan? I tell you. Stuart Phillips, 2686 says, Alfie on HITC Stevens is a lifelong Hull City fan. He will probably be at Wembley today. Quite possibly so, yes. In fact, he has to be. He has to be. Stuart Phillips, you might be right wearing your RGJ beret on podcasts. Yeah, I could do that. I'm thinking of starting one up, military channel, because there's enough wars going on that shouldn't be going on, and I've been in a few tight squeezes. Literally. Again, Borough now, 7 minutes in. Itchy nose, something's going to happen. But nothing happening so far. Morris now threading the ball to the left side. Target coming down. Passing off again. Floking it through the middle on the penalty spot now. Ailing with the ball on the centre spot, I should say. Gets the ball back. Tic-tac-toeing, digging for space. Twist and turn. Passing off. He's going to switch sides. Coming left. He comes left. Long way to go. Which team is going to be in the Premier League next year? Long way to go. Kim Helberg and Sergei Yakinovich, both coaches on the sideline, both standing up, both alert, both having thoughts of getting in the Premier League. But here's the thing. If Hull or Middlesbrough get to the Premier League, will they keep these coaches? You know what normally happens, right? They ditch the Championship coach for a big league coach. Will they both be asked to leave after promotion? McBurney, a lovely flick going down the left wing. Liam Miller now, the Canadian, with the cross. Terrible cross. Try and do it with the right foot, not the outside of your left foot. Waste of talent. Waste of oppression. Should have been pushing that ball right into their box. Expect better from Liam Miller than that. He should be doing better. He's had a great season with Hull City this year. Assisted quite a few times. Nice wing play. A big part of this team. Fan favourite. And he's going to the World Cup with Canada. Will he get time? That's another thing. Will he get time? Again, Middlesbrough in the final third. Asking Hull City to step up, step forward, open the spaces. And they're saying, nothing doing. You want to come through us? Bring it on. Ball over the top. If you can't go through, go over or go around. Keep it out of his box for no reason at all. What is he doing over there? He's got a defender that's marshalling the ball. What's he doing outside of his penalty area? By the way, Trafalgar Square last night in London was absolutely besieged with Middlesbrough fans. Yeah, Middlesbrough fans. Absolutely besieged. It was a red zone with red smoke, red atmosphere, and a lot of red-nosed people pretty well sipping away. You can get away with drinking in and around Trafalgar Square as long as you're careful. Again, Borough now. 10 minutes in, nothing given away. It's still 0-0. Hopefully we'll get the first goal coming in as soon as possible. But I'm still searching for stuff to happen. Through the middle now. Lots of space. Needs to thread the ball left side, but he doesn't thread it. Deliberates. Passes off. Middlesbrough resetting. Referees got a man down. It's not a head injury, so why stop the game? That's the rule. Oh, he's holding his head now. He's probably thinking he's out of the final. Let's take a second look at this. Okay, yeah. Bent the ankle over, Take a second look. Watch the ankle. And there you go. Stopped on. That's a straight red card. That is a straight red card. You got VAR? Are you looking at it? Are you looking at it? Referee's having a word, but that's a straight red card. In the Premier League, where you are headed next year, either of these teams winning, that is a straight red card. Let's see what VAR does. We've got to talk about VAR because we're using it. Stuart Phillips says, you might be still wearing that RGJ Berry on podcast. I bloody will, mate. I bloody will, Stuart. Absolutely. He's certainly been pumping out the whole videos for sure. Yes. And we're talking about the man himself. Let's go back. Alfie on ITC. Yep. Kevin Babs. Kevin, how you doing, son? Are you enjoying a nice final? This probably, if you don't get automatic promotion next year, you're going into League One's final. There you go. I expect Wednesday back up. Stuart says, wet day here in the GTA. Really? Well, I'll tell you what. I woke up this morning and here's an omen. I got a lot of trees on the acreage. Outside my bedroom window is a cherry tree that goes from green to purple. It changes colour. Right now it's green outside. When I woke up this morning, got myself a gun. The chosen one. Sopranos. But I woke up this morning and that green cherry tree was literally lit up by the sun, and I was thinking to myself, are we in spring or are we in fall, autumn already? Because that tree outside was lighting up gold. Is that an omen? Is that an omen for the Tigers? The tree outside was lit up gold, and those leaves are green. That's how bright the sun was this morning at about 6:30 in the morning, and it shone and shone and shone. And I literally thought, has that tree frozen overnight because we've had some bad weather? And it was golden. Anyway, getting back to the game. You've heard it all. Free kick referee? No free kick. I tell you what, Gillette is letting a lot of things go. As you might imagine, let the players decide it. It's a final. I commend that refereeing by Gillette. He's doing a great job. Commend it. I absolutely commend it. So again, free kick coming up. Going to Middlesbrough. I want to see more from McBurney. I do want to see more from McBurney. He may be disappointed not going to the World Cup, and I think they should have took him. I'm talking Scotland. I think they should have took him with him, but they didn't. Let's see what happens next. 14 minutes coming up, 0-0. So far, you've literally seen Middlesbrough dominating. That's no problem. That's no problem for Hull City. They don't mind people dominating. They'll suck up the pressure. Whittaker now going down the left side. Looks the cross. Going out for the throw. I want to see more from Whittaker as well. Borough fans. He hasn't turned up in the playoffs yet. He hasn't done anything. He needs to stand up and be on the board. Be in the game. Dictate his day. Again, it comes out, ailing on the ball, pushing it wide. You know he's going to slide it down the right side. As he does, doesn't get it through. Liam Miller panics. Should have put his foot on the ball and kept possession, but kicks out wildly, giving possession back to the Red Army. Because I tell you what, it's a Red Army coming forward. Totally pressurising Hull City. Winning the first balls. Winning the second balls. Dominating the play. Shot coming in, not the right idea. Going wide. And a free kick. No free kick, no goal kick, no nothing. There was a free kick in there that wasn't given, and shooting wide, goal kick. Nothing there for Middlesbrough. But again, Liam Miller could have put his foot on the ball, got possession for Hull City and got him up the field. Hull City slightly panicking. But again, you have to say, at betting odds at 2-5 on, they are the ultimate favourite for this match. But favourites don't always win at Wembley. I've seen many an underdog take out the big team at Wembley. It happens all the time. Middlesbrough now on the edge of the box, moving forward. Needs support on his own right now. Giving it in the middle. Give and go. Target now with the ball. Doesn't get the cross in, but that's a definite handball. That's a definite handball. What's this referee looking at? What is this referee looking at now? That was a definite handball. Really? What is Gillette looking at? He's not getting it right so far on the little things. He's getting it right on the big things. He's letting the players play, but definite handball. Target now with the ball again. I tell you what, tricky. No penalty. They're coming together. Target gets the ball in sweetly. Middlesbrough dominating everything. Big tackle. I tell you what, it's fierce at the back right now. Boots flying down the line, going out for the throw, and you're not going to make that one. But it's fierce right now. 16 minutes gone, and we really haven't had a real moment in front of net. Sergej Akitovich, the coach there for Hull City, quite happy. He'll be happy to get to 90 minutes. He'll be happy to get to extra time. And should it be a penalty win, he'll be even happier. Morris now with the ball. Back up to Target. Target now slides it into defence, moving it along the back line. Ayling sliding it off. Borough now going down the wing in midfield. Tic-tac-toeing, lovely play. Needs to thread that through, man on him. Whittaker on the box. Going wide. Goal kick, corner ball. It's a corner ball. Again, the pressure's fully on Hull City. If they don't start getting into this match and moving up the field, you got to think that sea of red is going to be supporting a goal pretty soon. Look at that sea of red. Teessiders. They're from Teesside. The Borough, Middlesbrough. Been in the Premier League many times. Back in the early days too. Gave us some real thrills back in the day. Juninho, the little Brazilian. Does everybody remember Juninho? Ravanelli. There's another one out of the back of my head. Corner coming in. Brilliant corner. Headed along. Comes the other way. Borough now have the ball. It's coming straight back in. Into the box. Lots of space. Chip to the back post. Oh, I tell you, big chance of missed. Big chance missed. Get it on target, son. Get it on target. Didn't get it on target. Nice play, loads of space, lovely chip to the back post, but that header, can't get much on it. Take a close look, side of the head, he really can't direct it. He's under it, and it's always going to rise over the bar and into the crowd. Kevin Babb says, hello everybody, how are we doing today? Stuart Phillips, wet day here in GTA. Kevin says, I don't usually back a rival Yorkshire team. However, I think Hull winning this would be the fairest outcome of the whole saga with Southampton. I got to agree. I really do. I think it's fair that both teams are playing the final here and that Southampton have been punished. I'd be firing that coach. Eckert would be fired. I wouldn't keep him on. And that's a black eye that's going to stick with Southampton. And they're going to be called cheats for years to come. What's happened to Southampton is not the norm. And what they committed is not the norm. But Hull City winning today, yeah, I have to agree, it probably would be the correct decision considering what's happened in the Spygate saga. But again, Tondra Eckert, fantastic through the season, but how good was he? And don't forget this, other teams were cheated on in the Championship season, Wrexham included. Wrexham were omitted on a final day from the playoffs. It probably should have been Wrexham in the playoffs and Southampton out if we knew Southampton were cheating. Ball over the top, going down the left side. Hand in the face. McGree fighting. Great play by McGree. Goal kick coming up. Kim Hellberg on the sideline. What's going through his mind? What is going through his mind? For a young man, he seems to be very poised. Angus says, Angus, how you doing, fella? Hey, Stevie, how you doing? Brilliant, mate. How you doing, Angus? Good to see you, son. Good to see you. Eckert has left the club, hasn't he? Yeah. I'm saying initially is what I'm saying. Initially, they should have fired the guy on the spot because he came forward and admitted that he sanctioned the whole event. They should have fired him straight after the hearing. As much as putting Southampton out of the final and putting Middlesbrough in as a punishment, he needed to be punished, not walk away. Ollie McBurney having a big word with the referee there. Mr. Gillette, Mr. McBurney having words. Beautiful scenes. What's going to happen next? Who's going to get that first goal? 21 minutes gone. Borough in defence mode right now, looking to go forward again. Melander taps off. Melander, number 29 in the middle there, having quite an effective start to the game. So far for Middlesbrough, he's been very effective. Is he going to be the guy that gets on the end of something or manufactures something to get Borough on the board? But I can only see at the moment one team putting it forward. Angus, I'm doing great. Beat the sun rising and got all more chores finished. Now it's playtime. Way to go. Way to go. Absolutely. I tell you, ball over the top. Could have been a little bit of a handle there. And no foul. No foul. Coming together. Strelic trying to get onto the end of it, but just can't make it. Beats the defender to it. Close to the hand there. Melander on the ball. Again, Melander very much poised for a Wembley appearance. And don't forget this, guys. Playing at Wembley sometimes destroys people's game. They go into their shell. There's something about Wembley that you either play up or you don't play at all. You have an average game or you have a great game. It's just that simple. If you stand up at Wembley, you're going to win. Hull City now, sporadically to the left side. Liam Miller going to bring this one down beautifully. Brings it down, loses the ball though. Ailing in there like a snap, but Middlesbrough losing possession. Liam Miller gets the ball back one more time. Is he gun shy? He's gun shy. Passing the ball off to keep possession. Needs a bit of action, bit of confidence to get that going again. Nice ball. Beautiful ball. Let it go for the corner, son. Doesn't let it go. Keeps the ball in play. Back to Miller. Lovely little dimmy. Goes past one, goes past two. Cross coming in, far post. Get it on net. Nothing doing. And the keeper taps it over. I'm sure the keeper might have let that go. Looks like it's going over the bar. Is it? Let's take a look on the replay. Take a look on the replay. Liam Miller does fantastic. Beats two guys. Beautiful cross. Back post. Always rising. What's he touching that for? Does he not know where the ball is? Always rising. Always rising, Mr. Bryn. You have no need to touch that. Should be a goal kick. If Hull City score right now, what a thing of beauty for the Tigers. Absolutely. Corner comes in, goes short, comes back into the middle. That gets a 1 out of 10. That gets a 1 out of 10. If that's from the training ground, it so did not work. Just get the ball in the box. Really, you're not going to get many chances on goal, Hull City. Put it in the danger zone. Put it in the mixer. Get on the end of it. Cause some aggro in front of the net. Water break coming up. 24 minutes gone. Water break coming up. I don't agree with this. I really don't agree with water breaks in this match. It's not that hot, guys. Come on. It's not that hot. This is just going to stop the flow. You don't need to stop the game. That's what the half time's for. If this is too hot for them, what are they going to do when the World Cup comes along? Because I'll tell you now, you go to Mexico, you go to many places in the USA, you go to quite a few places in Canada, you're going to get burned. It's going to be hot. Don't forget, you've got to register altitude as well. So therefore, yes, I see water breaks there as a good thing. But not here. Get the action going. It's Britain. It's not burny, hot, hot, hot. It's cold, it's wet, it's nasty in some places right now. But this has gone on too long already. Get them back to the action, really. Who needs a break right now when you're in the game? Hull City would love a break. Middlesbrough don't want the break. They want to keep the hammer down. Angus says, Kevin Babs, Eckert has left, hasn't he? Yes. Angus says, I'm doing great, beat the sun rising and got all the chores finished. Now it's playtime. And it is playtime for all of us. It really is. Kevin says, Angus, you're better than me. LOL, I got up, looked at the chores and thought football was first. Ha 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 ha. Way to go, mate. Way to go. Way to go. I did all my chores yesterday and I went to bed quite tired last night. So I was working outside, having fun in the sun. Oh, yes. 25 minutes gone. We're back into it. Come on, let's have no more breaks. Let's get the action going. And like I said, finals, these finals, the richest game in football. This match is named the richest game in football, the EFL Championship playoff. They're not always classical affairs. And last year, it was Sunderland taking on Sheffield United, and Sunderland won through. Tea time, baby, and this one is a good one. So far, I'm going to say, I'm surprised we haven't had a red card for the stomping on the ankle by Crooks. I'm really surprised about that. I'm going to say it. In the cheat league upstairs, the Premier League, he's off. He's not getting away from that. That's definitely going to be red. So why would they not call this red? Just throwing it out there. It is hot here in Britain, LOL. Been 28 to 80 for the past few days. I tell you what, that's hot in Britain. Where I am, it can get up to 38. Oh, yeah. And that's burning hot. And you still go outside. And you still do your stuff. We carry water with us, obviously. Well, we don't stop for a water break. We keep working with water going down our lungs. But yeah, 38 out of here roughly sometimes. It's been pretty hot recently. It's going to get burny again this year. It's going to be lovely. But in the UK, I remember growing up, anything above 26, woo! Oh, we're dying. And add this, it's down to sea level in a lot of places. You get all that moisture as well. So that really does compound it. Where we are, it's dry heat. And that's the best. The dry heat is the best. And you wait for some of these teams in the World Cup to play through the United States, Canada, and Mexico. They'll get some dry heat in those zones as well. Ball over the top, well claimed by the keeper. That dry heat and altitude, that's going to play with people's bodies. Absolutely, chronically. Crystal Disco Ball. Hey, Stevie, how's the tea time merch coming along? It's coming. For the start of the season, it's going to be here. And I'll be emailing it out, or I should be letting you know soonest. But yeah, Crystal, it's coming. And they're already ordered. I'm not going to show you yet. I'm going to wait for that for the rest of the season to file through. Once we get out of the World Cup, then we'll start throwing out the tea time swag. And like I say, I will not be making any merch to make money. I'm not going to do that. I will literally show you the costs, and I'll be very transparent about it, and you'll be able to see what it costs me, so what it costs you. And basically, I'm going to try and make it as cheap as possible, okay? Tea Time Baby on the back of the mug. Logo on the front. Maybe I've got a few designs, so I can't tell you much. I should shut up about it. But they are coming. And all I'm going to do is make it that you just pay what I pay for the manufacturing of, and then the postage, and that's it, nothing more. Like I say, I'll be very transparent. This money that we collect will be just to pay for what you pay for. Nothing more, nothing above, nothing added. Ooh, a little slip on the ball by the keeper, but he still gets a hold of it. But the merch is coming, Crystal, absolutely. And in the week, you were literally talked about by the family quite a bit, because I behaved very well doing your job. I did. I behaved very well. I actually got the scoreboard going, and it didn't take 5 minutes to get the score done. I did it pretty quick. So while you were not there, I was doing your job. I did it well. People will back me up that say I did okay. But you're back on score. It's your job forever. But yes, everybody, the merch is coming. 0-0 so far. 30 minutes right now. A third away through the regular time. Are we headed to extra time? Are we headed to penalties? Penales. Good day, everybody. I hope you're enjoying the final. We had nothing really so far, but it's a bit of a chess match. But I got a feeling the team in red dictating the play, if they don't score, you got that old adage, score, come on, score. Once you get one, you'll get score. We'll sing you at Wembley when we get to Wembley. So come on, Hull City, and score. If Middlesbrough don't hit the back of the net, it's penalties or Hull win by 1. It's that simple. It's that simple. Chunzo's in the house. Hello, boys and girls. More Chunzo. Hey, Chunzo, how you doing? Did you take the brakes off your wheelchair? And if you were listening midweek, you'd know what that meant. Chunzo was being a real sarky, funny, great oil can, entertaining everybody with his little blurbs, and even throwing out with geriatrics in this family. Yes, the cheeky young man, the educated fella, he was on fire. We were having a absolute barn-burning laugh in midweek, and that was for the Europa League final, Aston Villa, terrorising SC Freiburg. It was a brilliant, brilliant, brilliant watch-along. Loads of people, loads of fun. But yes, Chunzo was in there, acting like the oil can. Here we go. Kevin Babs, yee, Chunzo, he came back to the geriatric club. There you go. Chunzo, calm down, ladies. Ball going through, and well-timed. What's he diving for? Get on your damn feet, man. Get on your damn feet. What a joker. What a joker. How big is this guy at the back? And he takes his time and goes down like a fairy. Really, take another look. What's he going down for? Come on. Taps the ball away, dives. I know he gets clipped, but look at the size of him. Down too easy. Down too easy. I'd be having a word with a referee. It's like, you're not winning that like that. You're not faking me to book the guy like that. Crystal Discoball says, it's our job together. Sorry, not there back to back you up. No problem. If you're not there, I got you back. Angus says, ultimate retirement show. Oh, my life. Oh, my life. There's more life in this channel than there is on that Middlesbrough bench. Look at them. They're all dead. They're all dead bored. Look at them. Where's the life on that bench? It's like, where are they? They're at a final. Why are they not up? Keep laughing, Kevin. Keep laughing. Absolutely. Ultimate retirement show. That's freaking brilliant. That is brilliant. By the way, I'm going to be doing a video. I'm going to be traveling to watch Canada play Uzbekistan. 1,000k round trip for this kid. Yep. I'm going to take the fast car. Yeah. I'm going to take the fast car. Yes, the SRX. I'm taking the Cadillac, just like a big mafiosi guy. I'm going to take the Cadillac up there. Raid up in style. Get there. Go to the game. It's all going to be on film. I'm going to make a video. Me moving from where we are, going out on the gravel road from the acreage, woof, up the highway, through Calgary, up to Edmonton. All the stories and all the things you're going to see along the way will be in that video after the match. Probably going to be loaded up on Tuesday, June 3rd. So get into that. A big Stevie's road trip coming up. You'll see how I live on the road. What I get to do, ball through now. Ayling threads it. Doesn't make it. And slowly but surely, Hull City coming into the match more comfortably defensively. The first 15 minutes, they were pressured. They got used to the pressure. Was that ball out? Apparently not. But yes, going to an international match. It's going to be a lot of fun. And I am so looking forward to the World Cup, people. I really am. I so am. You won't recognise what's behind me in a few weeks' time. That's what I'm saying. Keep it coming through. Nice gather. Mr. Bandor, no free kick, referee. Oh, that is a great cup of tea. Tea time, baby, is on fire today. And if you look in the faces of the Hull City defenders, they're red-faced. They've been working extra time. It's harder to defend for 90 minutes than it is to attack. Keep it out of his box for no reason again. Pandora wants to stay in his box. He's a little bit too anxious to get out of the box. Gives me memories of Arthur Okonkwo earlier in the season, rushing out of the box for Wrexham. No free kick again. Middlesbrough keeping possession. Well refereed. There was a foul, but keeping the possession by the referee. Middlesbrough looking for the call, but referee says you got the ball. Carry on. Play on. Look at Hull City sitting back. No one pressuring the ball. Everybody ball watching. Dangerous to do that. Someone has to take the lead. Ball watching. And eventually your forwards have got to break out and be forwards, not defenders. Total domination right now, Middlesbrough. But again, if you don't score, Hull City only need one chance. Who has memories of Hull City and Wrexham? That's what I'm talking about. The team in red has all the possession, all the play. That's going to be straight out of play. And again, I've seen nothing from Mr. Whittaker to let me know that he's going to be the guy to get it done. There's the owner, grim-faced. She looks like she's not interested at all. She needs a meal. She looks so disinterested, it's not even funny. Does she not want to be there? Just think of what anybody that could get that seat. You'd give your back teeth for a seat like that. Beautiful dummy. Ball going through again. Hull City reading the play. Chunza says, I'm thinking of making a Wrexham song soon. I think I might have to include a USS reference. Do it. Do it. Do it. And when you do it, you let me know, Chunzo, and we will master it here, and we'll play it here. And Stevie will sing it for you too. I love to sing. 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 Throwing coming in. Deep. Cross coming in. Blocked. Another throw in. Coming up. Ayling further down the field than he was. Gets the ball. Ayling now. Long cross into the box. Into the box it goes. Headed on. And all the way out for a goal kick. Kevin Babs, if you make it, you'll have to put it on YouTube channel so we can all hear it here. Yeah. Yeah, put it on your YouTube channel. And then we can, do a little promo for you. Absolutely. Absolutely. Like UTEM Records with all the music we've got for the World Cup. UTEM Records is rebuilding the channel. He's got more videos coming up. And we say thank you, UTEM and Zoltan. But that's what algorithm damage does to your channel. He had videos taken down by YouTube. Algorithms. Nothing wrong with what he did at all. Just algorithms didn't like what he was doing for some reason. 37 minutes gone. Half time, you're going to be listening to another group from the World Cup. 4 big tracks, ball going over the top, left to right, to left, and cleared one more time. Hull City now going through the middle. Liam Miller, brilliant chance, but the keeper's going to get there. That was a nice time. If that ball was a little slower, Liam Miller might have got in there and tapped it around the keeper. And Saul Bryn racing out, had to get there first. Otherwise, that could have been 1-0. Hull City opening up now, coming to life. Ball into the middle. Bellumi takes it, keeps it, looking for pressure. Was he offside? Just offside, just offside. More Chunzo. At More Chunzo is where that song's going to be. At More Chunzo. Angus says, speaking of Wrexham, and as you can just see there, Saul Bryn just getting there before Liam Miller. He had to. Speaking of Wrexham, are the rumours true that Ryan Reynolds is interested in being part of partnership to buy out the Whitecaps? I've heard that a couple of times. And you know what? I don't think that's a smart business move. Look how much financial trouble the Whitecaps have right now. I don't think that's a smart business move. I really think that maybe as a sponsor, but not an owner. I don't think he needs to dive in too heavy with the cash. Don't get connected too heavy, but get connected on the front of it. Yes, as maybe a partial sponsor. But what's the benefit? You've got one club building. Build that one first. Get it in the Premier League like you want to. Then look around for other things. Generals that have their finger on the map and can start pointing all over the map lose the battle because they're not focused on one major asset. They're focused on too many assets. So remember, a general that has his finger on the map, pointing all over the place for troops to go here, there, and willy-nilly everywhere. I'm not going to say the guy's name. There's a famous military person that lost battles because he had too many fronts to fight. You know who I'm talking about. So with Ryan, I think carry on with the brilliance with Rob of what you're doing with Wrexham and keep it to that. Otherwise, I ask myself, what really is your focus? All clubs in football or Wrexham itself? Did you just come to Wrexham just to make it for 5 minutes? Or go somewhere else? I think, like I say, stick all the credit you've done with Wrexham and stick with Wrexham. The whole the moving around and moving in with different teams, I just don't think that's a benefit. And it will ask questions from fans of what you're doing. But if he does, like I say, don't be an owner because I don't think there's money to be made there. There's more money to be made with Wrexham than there is with the Whitecaps. That's a guarantee. You look at how they've sold that club worldwide. You won't be doing that twice with another club. It won't work. The Whitecaps is its own entity. Wrexham is its new entity as it is moving forward. So I think to be smart and to be honest, stick with Wrexham. I do respect the Whitecaps, but sometimes you got to look at a business plan. Moving through, I tell you. Very close again, just before half-time. Middlesbrough proving they can break through. But that final delivery, watch it again. He's shooting for the corner. He's not passing there. He's like outside of the boot shooting for the corner. And again, Whitaker gets in the way. And an easy gather for Ivar Pandor in yellow. Strelec's been pretty busy, though, I've got to say that. He's been pretty busy. Tea time. Woohoo! The Canadian, Miller, down the left wing. Got 3 around him. Keeps the ball. Passes back into the middle. Coming through. Crooks now fires it across. Takes the shot. And going wide. At least there's a shot on target. Bellumi does the right thing there. You've got to get some confidence going. You've got to get some action in and around the keeper. Sol Bryn's had nothing to do so far. Look how far away he was. He's about 5 feet wide. But the intent was there. At least they get something on target. And Bellumi, already been active in the playoffs, scoring already. It could be his day. Remember, I've talked about Bellumi and McBurney. Ball all the way back to the keeper. Pandor gets there first. And we have another black screen. I hope you do too. Burrow now. Down the middle, looking for the left. He gets the left wing. Target now on the ball. Little chip to the far post. Well blocked again by Hull City defenders. Bellumi comes back to help out. Loses the ball. Burrow now. Tic-tac-toe. Far post. Great corner. Lovely tap by the keeper. Goes to the far corner of the net. Way intercepted by Pandor. And he has been busier than Sol Bryn. Liam Miller with the ball. Goes past well. Should be a free kick. No free kick. Throw in coming up. Pandor's been busy, like I say. Just going to blow the snotter just a second. Great action by Pandor. 43 minutes gone. No score so far. It's either going to be the second half or penalties, or for that matter, a late goal here in the first. To be quite honest with you, I think the way it stands right now, it's poised very interestingly. 1 goal really opens this up. If it goes to Hull City, I think that's the best way to open up this match. If it goes to Middlesbrough, I think Hull City would cave. The pressure of getting that first goal in this match is absolutely massive. And Hull City really need to get on the ball, start the possession going and grow in the game. Like they've done in the last 10 minutes. Remember, the first 15 minutes was total one-way traffic with Middlesbrough. Since the 35th minute, Hull City have come into it. Liam Miller's game is getting better all the time. Going past people. Being creative. On the ball right now. 1-on-2. He's got 2 guys in him all the time. Goes past one. Tricky Liam Miller. Cross coming in. Far post. McBurney! Oh, off the bar. And he was being held and ripped. I tell you what. Was there a handball in there as well? Take a quick look at this. McBurney does great. Cross coming in. Want to see another angle there. Watch this carefully. Header ball comes in, off the bar, no handball, no nothing doing. But that could have been so close. Off. It should be a corner. It's off his back. Is it not off his back? I think that takes a deflection off his back. Corner kick, not given. I think that's what McBurney was remonstrating with Gillette, the referee. First blood to Hull City off the crossbar. Not the most powerful header. But twice in the last couple of minutes, Hull City have started to hit the net. Good signs for the Tigers. Good sign for promotion, hoping Tigers. Target on the ball now. Passes inside. Nice play by Melander. Beautiful. Calm. The big man, number 29. Very calm. Playing a great final. Very inspirational for Middlesbrough. Moving forward, moving backwards. He's in the right place at the right time. He's totally keyed into this match. He's moving into space right now. He's wanting the ball. He'll probably get it. Ailing on the ball. Goes long instead. Right to left target. Can he get in there? He does. Inside. And well cleared again. Hull City in the right places at the right time. McBurney now takes the ball. Surrounded by a red army of players. 3 minutes to go in added time. It's still 0-0. Myself and Crystal Discoball have had nothing to do as far as changing the interactive scoreboard. Ball down the right side now, headed out of play. Got 1 minute roughly to go. Kevin Baggs, come on Tigers, Kevin says. Kevin Babs, last time I watched Hull in the playoff final, they beat Wednesday. Ooh, same as this game. They sat back for most of the game and stole a 1-0 win. These tactics work for Hull. Those tactics have worked for Hull all season long. Is this to be the moment? Baloumi has the ball. And I do like Mohamed Baloumi. I like a lot of what he does. Throwing into the box. It's into the mixer. McBurney heads it onto the middle. Who's on it next? Crooks comes through. Great call by Solbrin. Danger averted. Kicks the ball long. Going long, going long, going long. Whittaker takes it in his stride. Boris still have the ball. Shot coming in. Just past the post. Probably would have been better to pass off to Whittaker. Well played by Solbrin. Release him. Whittaker gets a little tap off. Strelic comes in. Whittaker's too far wide. Strelic shoots. Probably would have been better going left post. Oh, I love that tea. Just going to check something. Group L. Okay, yes. Half time, we're going to be listening to Group L. So if you go to the World Cup listings, you'll know who Group L is. But don't worry, I'll tell you before the song comes to your ears. I'll let you know exactly who Group L is. Half time, there it is. Nothing doing, no score so far. It's Evans-Stevens. Looking at all the people leaving those seats, going to the concessions. Nothing decided so far. Nothing doing. Another little point I'm going to add is years ago, the managers of clubs used to wear a shirt, a tie, a waistcoat, a jacket, pants or trousers, and shined leather shoes. Also with a handkerchief, a kerchief in the pocket, yes, and maybe a pin in the tie. What am I saying? They didn't turn up looking like they'd going down the pub for a quick pint. They turned up like they were representing a football club. Where have the shirts and ties gone? Referees, they have to turn up in a certain way before the match. They have to be suited before the match. Why not the coaches anymore? Just saying. But anyway, breaking it to you before we get to the music. Group L. Group L is England, is Ghana, is Panama, and there's also one other team in there called Croatia. So those four teams, you'll hear England first, then Croatia, then Ghana, and then you'll hear Panama at the end. Four very striking different tracks, reggae backgrounds, but each of those national teams has national influence in those tracks coming up to you very shortly. You're going to enjoy it. You really will enjoy it. I'm going to get there pretty soon. But for now, half-time, 0-0, nothing doing. Looking at the scenes in Wembley, it's a great scene. But the sun is slowly drifting away. Remember, Middlesbrough were playing into the sun. Now, the sun is going to be in the eyes of Hull City's defence. And the longer the game goes, the less sunshine will be shining. So there you go. I'm going to take you off screen now. Or I'm going to leave you on screen per se, but I'm going to give you the half-time show because I think that you would really enjoy that right now. So give me a second. Let me change things around. Coming into the half-time show right now. That's the button for it there. 1 second. And enjoy that. Remember, it's Group L, England, Ghana, Croatia, and Panama. In order of England, Croatia, Ghana, and Panama. Enjoy the music. I'll be with you shortly, and I'm listening at the same time. Hope you're enjoying this, guys, because I tell you what, that Panama track is something different. But the England track was great, Croatia was great, Ghana was beautiful, but Panama, it's a lovely South American track coming back on screen video right now. Tell you, subscribe, like it up. I'm still playing it. Hope you're enjoying this, guys, because I tell you what, that Panama track is something different. But the England track was great, Croatia was great. Tell you, I have enjoyed every single one of these tracks that U10 Records has given us, man. I tell you what, I listen to them every day. Please go down in the library and check out all the tracks. Hayden Hackney is out there. You're looking at him on screen right now. The EFL Championship Player of the Season. The man there, Player of the Season, on the bench. Look for him to come in the second half. And will he be the catalytic player of the match? Will he fire his team into the Premier League? But again, the music. Go down into the library, please. And it's all reggae all the time. But there's a load of different nations. All 48 nations are in the library down below. I ask you, please, listen to them. Start to enjoy them. Because once you start to listen to them, they're going to be a little bit addictive, and then you'll start listening to them more. That'll send great messages to YouTube and other people to join in and listen to that music. Zoltan at U10 Records went to a massive amount of work to get the first phase done. I went to a massive amount of work in the second phase with the digital work and imagery, etc., and combining the music to the footage that you see with the group standings and the games and everything else. So like I say, start listening to the music, because I think you'll be addicted to it very shortly, and you'll find yourself just tapping your foot to it and dancing along. And I'm going to load all 48 tracks tomorrow, so there's going to be 2 hours long track, at Ultimate Soccer Library. So go downstairs, Ultimate Soccer Show Library, to the videos, and there you'll see tomorrow all of the 48 tracks back to back. So you can listen for 2 hours of reggae and all the national themes. And literally, they're all very individual. Looking at the scenes down there at Wembley right now, Sergej Akidovic, the coach, is on the bench. He looks very much businesslike. He doesn't look like he's in the wrong place at all. It seems his team's in the right place. He may have a few concerns, and rightfully so. But right now, first mission achieved, getting to half-time, 0-0, still in the game. This could have gone so wrong had Middlesbrough got an early goal, but they didn't. So like I say, it's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting. Into the chat pretty soon. I'll get into the chat very soon. Start moving it along. Game is live. Second half. The one thing that gets... Oh, my life. Where's that going? I tell you. That was lucky, hey? Wasn't that lucky? What did that hit? Pandur looked shocked. Maybe be a bit smarter with the ball. Let's take another look at this all the way. Yeah, okay, Pandur takes a touch. Well, if you're going to take that long with the ball and shoot it right at the man, I mean, it's going to happen, no? Lucky it doesn't go in the net, hey? Wouldn't that be a way to get to the Premier League? Good little kick up the bum for Pandur. That'll serve him well. Ayling on the ball now, going over the top, down the right side again. It's going to happen this half, people. I'm pretty sure it's going to happen this half. The ammunition, people got ammunition. CPM's in the house. Good call of the game thus far, as always. Thank you, CPM, my man. Wrexham should be looking at the midfield of the 3 championship promotion clubs for next year's editions. You will need 2 high-quality midfielders next year. One of the guys on the field for Hull City, Giles, I said Wrexham should have picked him up in January. I also said Wrexham should have picked up McBurney and Gelhardt in January as well. And if Hull City don't go anywhere, they're going to be pretty hard to prize away from that club. But money makes things happen. Ayling over the top one more time. Encroaching onto the edge of the box. Shot coming in. Takes a deflection, going away. Does it strike a red? Does it strike Egan? It strikes Egan in my mind. Once you get the replay, let's take a look. It comes off Egan for my money. Shot comes in, lovely, laced it. Take another look. Yeah, Egan's back leg goes wide. Could have gone anywhere. So we've had a lot of excitement in front of Pandura's net in the first minute 57, 58, 59, 2 minutes. Is this the time the ball goes in the back of the net? Let's see. Angus says, was listening to the selection late last night. Ball coming in. Back post, headed back into the mixer, headed out for another corner. Dodgy times, McBurney to the rescue. Angus says, was listening to the selection late last night, digging the reggae club vibes, reminds me of almighty Jamaican producer Russ Michael. There we go. Beautiful stuff. Way to go, Angus. Way to go. And you can download those tracks, like, there's no royalties or anything. Everybody, you can download anything you want on this channel. Corner coming in. Back post. Crashing the net over the bar. Could have done better. Hand all over his face. He knows that's a major chance. Should have done better. All the time in the world. Fouls his man beforehand. May have been rubbed out. Beautiful corner by Target. Look at that angle. Look at that angle. Should have done better. If anything, he's jumping too early and arriving late. Look at his body. His head's way behind the ball and his body's in front, so you can see that he's arrived too early. He's trying to cup his head around it to get it on net. An impossible task, as just shown. Big challenge coming in. You knew it was coming. You knew it was coming. Ayling takes a big one. Tea time, baby. Second half starts beautifully. Yes, Ayling felt that one. He felt that one in the back. He's not happy. He felt that. He looks crippled. Watch this again. Watch his hips. Now, there, when he lands on his hip. He's hurting. He's not walking right. He's in pain. Can he run it off? If he can't, you're going to know in the next couple of minutes. Keep an eye on Ayling, how he's walking. He doesn't walk straight anyhow. He's got a bit of a bob and a weave to his gait. Gait being how you walk. He's taking some time for himself here on the ball. And the way he played that one, he's still in pain. Okay? So just factor in, when your hips are hurting, you walk like a duck. He's walking a bit like a duck. But can he stay in the game, and is he going to warm it up? Is he going to be okay? We'll soon find out. Hull City now grabbing the ball. Need to pass it around. Doesn't matter where. Keep possession. Suck them up the field and go long. There you go. Simple plays work brilliantly. Into the chats. There's another one to add to the favourite list. 3 tracks now. 1 Bosnia, 2 Australia, and now 3 Panama. Yes, I tell you, there's some beautiful tracks. Liam Miller now down the left side on the edge of the box. Yes, there is, man. Like the array of music on that 48 tracks or the 12 groups, ball into the box. I tell you, keeper was worried with that one. He was worried with that one. Solbrim was a little bit panic-stricken when that was coming in. Take another look at the keeper on the line. Watch the keeper. Watch him. He's like, oops. Yeah, he was a little bit panic-stricken for a second, thinking that might have curled in. And hey, anything goes. I mean, put it on net. You know, it's a hockey term, but throw it on net, good things happen. Well, it's the same with football, soccer. Put it on net, good things happen. I don't understand why the ball is not threaded through on net more often, with guys just redirecting the ball, not shooting it, just redirecting it with their foot, like they do with a stick in hockey. To me, it's a great tactic, but rarely do you see it. And when you do see it happen in football, soccer, everybody thinks, what the hell happened? It just, ding, ding, goes in so quick like a ping pong or a pinball machine, yeah? Just saying, little tactics like that can throw the other team dead for a second. Ball down the right side, cross coming in, it's in, headed on net. Not the greatest header, still alive. Liam Miller keeps it alive, but can't keep it in play. Unlucky. Crook's having a good chance there. Just doesn't get the power or direction. Doesn't get the timing right. Take a look as it comes in. He's jumping. He's up in the air too early. Can't get the redirection or the power on it because he's coming down. But Kevin, yes, way to go, mate. Favourite tracks now, Bosnia, Australia, and Panama. That Australia track is something else, isn't it? Eh? Wow. Boom, 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 boom. It's the first time I heard the Australian track, I was like well into it. Burra now, down the left wing. Deep into Hull City's half. Tigers coming up with the ball, getting into the game more now. I'm sure Sergei has said, you've got to get on the ball, boys. You've got to get on the ball. Balls to the wall, fellas. You got to get on the ball. And again, if you don't know what that term is, that's a Second World War fighter pilot term. The throttle was a ball. The firewall was in front of it. Balls to the wall meant full power. Or as we say around the world, full tilt. Yeah? So it's not a rude statement. Not yet, anyway. Man, let's take a look at this. Some different picture now. Hull City operating like a forward-moving machine. Operating with the ball. A little bit of a swagger in their step right now. A bit more confidence needs to come back this way, as it does. But a bit more swagger, a bit more time, a bit more confidence. You're in the game. Nothing gained, nothing lost. Pandur on the ball, goes long. Bright in his yellow down the left side. Borough winning the duel in the air, but Hull City winning the second ball on the ground. Going down the left wing. No foul. Play on, says referee. Should play on. What is he stopping for? Hello, hello, hello. Wasn't that about 50-50? Shots so far and tactics so far. Shots so far, 5 shots for Hull City, 8 shots the Bruh. 1 on target for each team so far. Possession so far, have a guess? How high is it in favour of Borough? 69% so far. Out of play, goal kick, well played. Ushered out of play, and Mr. Pandora in net in his fluorescent yellow applauds his defender. Hackney on the sideline, warming up. Ding dong, danger bells, danger bells, danger bells. It's going to get real. It's about to get real. If he's fit and he's coming on, it's about to get real. Kim Hellberg has a real gem in the rough right now in this game of tactics. And if he's not fully fit, that's why he's going to get the last 30 in the half and possible extra time to give him a complete hour. He hasn't got a full game in him, so it tells me he's not fully fit. Ayling going down on the ball. Another owie for Luke. Luke's getting beaten up today, but he's staying calm. Southampton match, remember how volatile and maddening and angry he was getting? Yeah, well, not today, and he's getting beaten up today. Southampton, he wasn't getting beaten up, he was just getting messed around. But again, no goal in this half. We're headed to extra time. We're coming up to 60 minutes. You're going to see some substitutions pretty soon, but if Hayden Hackney comes in, that could spell trouble. A very big part of Middlesbrough's team. Whittaker moving forward now. Passes through. Well seen, well tackled, well timed, well observed. Great defending. Hull City now back in the game. A much better team performance right now from the Tigers moving through this second half. They really have built the self-esteem, built the confidence, built the game plan, and are looking a little adventurous, a little creative. They're not looking shell-shocked. And their timing on the tackle, as you just saw, perfect. Going by Balumi is a monster right now, going down the right wing. Puts the cross in, and it does get cleared out. Will it make it? Cleared off the line. Still in play. Borough moving the ball out of the back line. Will he keep it in? Apparently he does. Hull City are in the game. Hull City are in the game. They've woken up. They're now forging into the match. When you're fighting a tough team, a bigger team, a better team, it takes a while to gauge. You've got to fight, ride the battle, go through the storm, the beginning and the end, wait for the calm path and start to grow through it. It's exactly what Hull City's doing. A great unity on both teams, don't kid yourself. But Hull City have fought through a real tough battle so far for 56 minutes, still alive. And as Kevin Babbs said earlier in the chat, I believe, they're ready enough, or quite possible enough, to steal a 1-0 victory. If Borough don't do the damage. Ball in the box, going nowhere. And a lively crowd up for it both ways now. Hull City fans not so nervous, not biting their knuckles off because they've got no nails left. Totally in the game. Totally in the game. Ayling looking for answers here. Wants a target, gets a target. Whittaker looks for the free kick, no free kick doing. That's a Premier League foul, not a Championship foul. Get on your feet. If it's not a foul, then it must be a dive. Ball coming to the left side. Liam Miller bringing it down in space. Acres of space. The Canadian now goes outside. Passes in. Tic-tac-toeing. That was a bit of a hope back heel, but it never came off. It could have done. And something like that sometimes can. Never kill the guy that wants to be creative. But again, great performance by the Tigers. They're matching Middlesbrough. Not dominating, matching. Borough are still in control. But again, substitutions are going to light up this final pretty soon. We're having a fantastic final, I'm telling you right now. No doubt about it. No doubt about it. 3 fouls to 2. We haven't had many fouls either. 3 fouls committed by the Tigers, biting the ankles off. And again, we're lucky not to have a red card in this from the first half. In the cheat league, the Premier League, he'd be off. Crooks would have been gone, and it probably would be 3-0 by now to the Borough with the man advantage. But Mr. Gillette decided not to, and VAR not to as well. I, like you guys, have watched many many finals at Wembley. And there's a few finals that stick out for me. I'm talking FA Cup finals, not playoff finals, not to confuse the issue. But Wembley's had a lot of matches. And a few of the games that I've been to that stick in my mind, Tottenham and Man City in 1980-81, 82 season. That sticks in my mind forever. Borough now, down the right side, target, looking far side, open. Does he get that ball? Do they switch the play? Target's pointing. Still in the zone, looking for that ball to come through. Defender to defender. What a great tactic. Doesn't always play off. And another little cutesy back heel there. Doesn't come off. But again, don't kill the creative ball. Down the line, left wing. Miller will get tackled. Well played by Ayling. Brilliant play by Ayling. Timed it perfectly. And obviously that knock he had earlier doesn't seem to be affecting him too much. But it was a tough one. And it was an owie. And it was hurting. And like I say, if you watch Luke when he runs, he doesn't run straight anyway. He's got a little bit of a wob and a weave. He's a bit of a duck. But he's a good duck. He's a red duck right now. And if you were from Stoke-on-Trent, they'd call him, hello, duck. Ball over the top or down the line. Down the line he goes. Again, Middlesbrough now bringing the possession game, killing off any hope for Hull City to build. Joe Gelhardt getting warmed up, coming on. I did expect Joe in the second half. He's coming in. 60 minutes is the perfect time. Danger Man could make it happen. But they've got to keep it at 0-0 for him to come on. Borough now moving forward, edge of the box, takes a touch. He's going through, well tackled. It's still lively. And a good block then it needed to be. Morris gets the interception. Cross coming in, doesn't make it. Liam Miller now picks up the scraps. Does he go down the line? Goes inside. Takes a dive. Really, a little bit of a knock, but mostly a dive, I'd say. Ball down the line. Is he offside? Linesman couldn't tell you because he wasn't level. And if he puts the flag up, it'll be a crime. Bellumi now coming in. He'll race it into the hands of the keeper. Unfortunately, he doesn't get that wonderful shot off. He's got a crisp shot, but hasn't got it off today. Memories of the playoffs, because the final time he laced it, it hit the back of the net. He's looking just as lively now as he has been all season, but more importantly, for Hull City, he has been the shining light up front, looking the most active, most creative, and the most likely to get that one goal that Hull City are craving. Down to walking pace now. Hull City are giving Borough things to think about. Playing a really high line. Look at that 5-man high line. Offside. I'd let it go. He was offside. Ball coming back the other way. Liam Miller now down the line. 2-on-1. Sucking the defenders in. Has he got an option? Foot on the ball. Foot on the ball. You are in control of the match. Tea time, baby. Oh, that is so good. Cross coming in, far post. Nobody on that. Oh, great cup of tea. Joe's coming in now. Joe is coming in. Hull fans will be quite happy there. And also, you've got to imagine, sometimes he's on, sometimes he's not, yeah? He's not always totally on the money. Just saying. Chonza said, goodbye all, I have to barbecue to get to as the UK finally has a sunny day. And it's a water break as well, sunny day. That's funny, isn't it, eh? I'm going to have 28 regular. And you get used to it after a while. You do, you get used to it. You just drink a lot more. Oh, yes. Kevin Babbs, Tigers. Chonzo's obviously got to get his oil chair, or his oil for his wheelchair. Leo says, see ya, Chonzo. Kevin Babbs, Chonzo, bye, Chonzo. Stuart Phillips, would you prefer the old Wembley or the new Wembley? That is a beautiful question, Stuart Phillips. Chonzo, have a good weekend, my son, and don't burn the meat. The difference between the old and the new Wembley is night and day. The new Wembley, this thing, it's a generic stadium, Stuart, for me. This means nothing to me, this stadium. I'm not being arrogant and I'm not being rude. I'm just being old-fashionedly bloody honest and truthful. The real Wembley was the old Wembley. That put your hairs on end. Ball coming in. Is this the moment? In the mixer, it goes. One more time, Hull City clear it. I'll elaborate a little bit more about Wembley here pretty soon. Ball coming in, doesn't have a target. That's a waste of space on a shot. Nothing doing there. I mean, think about what you're doing. Think about what you're doing there, man. Wasting the possession. Team's got to get back down the field now. As for the Wembley, I've got to tell you, been to a few Wembley Cup finals and in the old stadium. This new stadium, Don't like it. I don't like it. To me, it's just generic, plain boring. Boring. Mega boring. I can get up for the event in Wembley. Yes. No problem. No problem. So the game and the event is always going to be the same for me. But stadium? Nah, the real Wembley for me was the old Wembley. And I don't call it the old Wembley when I'm talking about it. I call it Wembley. This is new Wembley. It's not the same building. And if you want to know anybody, it is not on the exact same spot as Wembley was. This new Wembley is not on the exact same spot. And the field that the pitch they're playing on, I say field just to annoy people, but the pitch is not in the same place. How do I know? Because I have aerial foot blueprints of both stadiums. I checked it out years ago because I was curious. They do not sit on the same spot. They occupy the same land mass, literally, but the stadium is not aligned exactly as it was. Here he comes, walking down the street, about to get his feet into the game, because he's so complete. Hey, Hayden Hackney, coming into the game. I'll tell you what, if he comes in and has a game, Hayden Hackney's going to light this up. Hull City will have someone else to worry about. But the thing is, who's going to go out? I'd be taking Whittaker just to give it less of a non-effect up front and more in midfield. A little bit of cramp going on for McBurney, I believe. Let's see what Joe Gelhardt can get done. But yeah, new Wembley is the new Wembley. It's a generic stadium. It's nice. Don't get me wrong. It's nice. It's a nice stadium. Yeah, but it's generic, and I'm not attached to it. The old Wembley, as people call it, or as I call it, Wembley. When you look down from the choppers, when the FA Cup final was on, or when international matches were on, especially the British Championships, they were like the home internationals. Oh, that was just killer. That Wembley Stadium is in here. It's in here. It's burned into my retinas, into my brain, into my soul, into me. That's the old Wembley. And it had so many amazing finals. And when I say amazing finals, the modern game does not have the same entertainment as we had years ago. It really doesn't. It has entertainment, but not the same. The old way of doing things, wow. We followed the teams from the hotel on the bus to the finals and all sorts of jazz you don't get anymore. Anywho, back into it. Summarising, Wembley is Wembley. New Wembley is a nice building. Wembley, that was amazing. Whittaker now, can he do something there? Cutting in, cutting out. And that should be a goal kick. Giles, maybe a little bit of cramp. Going down hard. They're going to feel it. Hull City fans, get ready for your team to start cramping up. You did a lot of off-the-ball running in the first half. It's going to catch up with you in the second half. Take a look. Knee to knee. Knee to knee. And then he gets the cramp. There you go. He's got the cramp. Hayden Hackney's coming in. They've been waiting for this guy to get fit. Now he's back. He's back. Now he's got to get on the ball, do his magic, create something or hit something to the back of the net. But he's coming in training fit, not match fit. There's a difference. That's why he's getting a limited amount of time. He's not 90-minute fit. Coming back off an injury. Calf injury, I believe. There's been a little nigglesome in the healing. So another water break in a 28-degree heat. It's burning hot in London. Burning hot in London. Nice to have a sunny day for your final. Give me a second. I'm into the chat, looking at the chats. Old Wembley any day, says Kevin Babs. Yeah, absolutely, man. Absolutely. Leonardo Barriera says, let's sing. Let's sing, Stevie. Okay. We're going to have a song. But yeah, looking back, in fact, song. If you want a song, it just came back into my memory. The best ever final that was at Wembley for me was Spurs, Man City. Spurs won it 3-2. And the song that stays in my memory, because I rejoiced and sang with the Spurs fans in the Spurs end, Hackney's coming on, was this one. It's a FA Cup song. It was Tottenham Hotspur, the winning 3-2. And it was, Spurs are on their way to Wembley. Tottenham's going to do it again. Da-da-da-da-da-da. You can't stop them. The boys from Tottenham. The boys from White Hart Lane. Oh, Spurs are on their way to Wembley. Tottenham's going to do it again. Da-da-da-da-da-da. You can't stop them. The boys from Tottenham. The boys from White Hart Lane. Oh, a little bit of London slang in there. But that was the one that sticks out for me from a Wembley final. And look at that. Yes, love. Come on. I love it when women go, yes, in the crowd. Don't you? That Middlesbrough fan lady there. Good on you, love. Yes. Tea time. Oh, I'm getting up for this. 70 minutes gone. Hackney's on. If you don't know about Hayden Hackney, everybody, you're going to get to know him. You're going to get to know him. Strelic was off, and he'd had moments, but he didn't get it done. Hayden is going to do it. Come. Ball down the line. 70 minutes now. Boy, no goals so far. Remember, in the playoffs, the first semi-finals, the first games, semi-final 1, semi-final 1, no goals. Second semi-finals was when the goals come in. Crystal Ball's loving the singing. Thank you, love. Thank you, love. Beautiful, beautiful. Yes, yes, yes. But again, what I said earlier about missing the Brazil game that's not going to be listed now, that we can't do that later in the month, I'm gutted because I was looking forward to that because I know a hell of a lot about Panama. It would have been a great watch-along with more on Panama than most people give them. And I know a lot about Brazil. And Nay Misery is going to the World Cup, everybody. Yes, your favourite asshole, Nay Misery, is going to the World Cup. Carlo Ancelotti says, Necesito, I need him. Okay, you need him, Carlo. You need him. Stuart Phillips went to Wembley in April 83 for a European Championship qualifying match, England versus Hungary. That would have been amazing. That would have been amazing. Yeah. I'll tell you what, going to a Three Lions match, I've been to a few, is it's quite spiritual. It gets right under your skin, especially with the band. Yeah. And it's tribal. Our match here is two tribes going at it. Ball into the box. Well cleared again by my man in the middle. Hull City moving forward now. Oh, hello. A little bit of afters there. I tell you what, referee, have a word. A little bit of afters there. It's getting frantic. But he says, went to April in 1983. Oof. 1983 would have been a wonderful time in London. Would have been a fantastic time in London. That was when London was in a really good state where you could go anywhere. As I'm labouring here, it looks like a man's got a problem here. As he goes down, let's take a look how he goes down. Watch carefully now as the feet's lock. Not yet, not yet. That one. There you go. That seems like you've cramped up or you've got a hammy. And the grimace doesn't seem like a hammy, but may be able to massage out a locked up muscle in the back of your leg. And it's really painful. But maybe that's all they need to do. Because if it's not the muscle locking up, cramp, the face and the hands in your head tells you it's a hamstring. You don't have your hand over your head in a final if it's cramp. Hellberg has a decision to make. What's going to happen next? Seems like he's out of the game. Feeling that back end. Watch that hand. Watch the physio working that back of that hammy. He's not working the muscle. He's feeling the hammy. Guys are warming up. There's plenty of people to take your place. Man goes down. Man comes in. Look at that face. Is that face of I'm coming back in, or is that the face of disappointment? Looks to me like a change is imminent. Imminent. I've got to say as well, this match has been played in a very good sporting attitude from both sets of players. A lot of respect to each other. It's a final. There's a lot riding on this, but I have to commend both the coaches for putting out their teams to play a fair and a hard physical match, but nonetheless in the right sporting, I would say, attitude. That's one thing I'm getting out of this, that the attitude on this one is really top draw. More changes coming for Bruh as the guys are getting long-legged. To me, he's walking that leg to see how it's going to go. He looks like he's walking okay, but he's not walking freely. Believe me, he's not walking freely. I think McGree's day's done. It is. He's gone. He's walking within the stride, which means he's pulled his hamstring. The reason why he's doing that is because if he overextends the gait, he's going to put himself in pain land. So he's walking it carefully. They're going to go chill that down, strap it tight, and you'll see him come out again. Tea time, baby. McGree going out and Hansen came in, by the way, as you can see. And great timing here for Hull City. 75 minutes in, making changes. This is fantastic. We've got a real final in the build here. It could possibly be into extra time, possibly could go to penalties as well. I don't care. I'm here for the long haul. I'm having a blast. I'm having an absolute blast. But talking about, let's have a look at them fans. Let's get into the fans. Get the camera on the fans. Talk to the fans. Lots of Red fans, lots of Tigers fans. Big changes by the Tigers. Giles is gone. There's a little bit of creativity gone out of the team, but there's creativity coming in the team. Don't kid yourself. Sergei Yukidovkov knows exactly what he's doing. Balumi not too happy. But hey, you had your chance. You've had your time. Sometimes it's not your day. Coaches take you out because it's not there. There you go. The Giles, Hikarera, and Balumi for Drami. Balumi wasn't too happy. And I can understand it. And he is a dangerous player. But the coach knows best. Ball coming in the box now. Hull City win the first ball. Middlesbrough the second ball. And the third ball. Cross coming in at the far post. Headed onto net. Keeper needs to come. And he does. Pandur comes, claims, kicks long. First time, no messing around. Kicking it long. Who gets on the end of it? The Bruh. The Borough on the ball. No foul, says the referee. Carry on. Absolutely. Let him go. Ball goes out of play. Now he calls the foul. Well done, Mr. Gillette. R.R. Reynolds. Hey, R.R. Reynolds. How you doing, buddy? Stevie, your singing brought tears to my eyes. Oh, love it, mate. Love it. I tell you what, that Spurs match, it absolutely was... I stood with the Tottenham fans, singing with the Tottenham fans, right at the top, under the girders at the Wembley. And I tell you what, the whole experience, I went to the first one, 1-1. Then I went to the replay, which was 3-2 to Tottenham. It was a very spiritual experience for me. I was 16 at the time, and it was a memory I'll never forget. And I sang that song all night long. And just to let you know, anybody out there, when Spurs were at Wembley, there were West Ham, Chelsea, Millwall, nobody likes us, we don't care. Yeah. Fulham, QPR. All London team fans were in that end singing with Spurs. Only Arsenal fans weren't allowed. But yeah, bringing tears to your eyes, mate. I'm loving that compliment because it was an amazing final. Just as this one is building, no goals, still got an interesting final. Borough on the halfway line, 0-0, 78 minutes gone. Nothing doing so far. But again, Ayling, quarterbacking the team, doing a great job. And keeping it calm, keeping it cool, not getting caught up in the moment, as he did in the semi-finals. But it was quite the battle with Southampton. Spygate and all. Pun the phrase there. Ball slid down, nearly gets in there, looking for it, but doesn't happen. Nearly gets it through. But you can see that talent waiting to open up Hull City, right? Keep your eyes on number 7. He's got that talent, waiting to do it. Again, Borough now coming into domination with the ball, keeping possession, moving up and down as a unit. Ball going into the no pressure zone all the time. Moving with ease. Target on the ball, lays it off. Does the cross come in? No, he passes off, gets it back. Active on the edge of the box. Borough camping out just outside Hull City's box. It's like a scene from a battlefield. They've got the tents up on the mountains and they're just outside your tent. And they're coming through the front. Ball down the line, again on the edge of the box. Slipping that ball through, brilliant play. Needs to cross it off, and a great save by the keeper. Brilliant save by Pandur. There was the moment. You saw the ball thread through. Offside, no doubt about it. But the ball threaded through was one of perfection. I told you to keep your eyes on number 7, Hayden Hackney. He threaded such a perfect ball through. But even though it's offside, an amazing save by Pandur. And all Tigers fans' hearts in their mouths in those moments. Well, guess what? Hull City will get a chance in the next 10. Do they put it away? This game is literally on the line. Next 10 minutes, it's like school kids football. Next goal wins. You want it now? Go get it. You fought yourself into this match for 80 minutes. You've been under the cosh for 60 out of those 80 minutes, Hull City. Come alive for the last 10 minutes and steal the 1-0. You can't tell me that the Borough have not had enough possession and time on the ball to manufacture one goal. Waste possession, waste everything. Ball into the box. It's going away, way wide. And, oh, I tell you what. Close call. Gelhardt has the skill to do that. And that was quite close. Crazy play. Went dead. Everybody looks, stares, ball watches. And Gelhardt gets a shot off, I tell you. Well done, Joe Gelhardt. He's not that far off. And if it gets on target, I tell you now, Bryn is beaten. Is that chance? Or is there another one coming? Hull City, like I say, second half, better performance. Making life difficult for Middlesbrough. Again, number 7, Hackney, moving forward with ease. Looking like a Premier League veteran in the Championship division. He's that good. When he gets on the ball, his passing is slick, precise. And when he hits you, he's going to assist. Gets a chance on net. It's going in. Hull City, be warned. Tea time, my friends. Because it's so good. My tea is so good. My tea is so good. My tea is awesome. My tea is so good. Did you ever know anybody that serenaded their tea? I'm on the tea, people. I'm on the tea. My wacky tea. And there's nothing in it. People ask me, what do you put in your tea, Steve? Nothing. It's just me. It's just me. All me, Your Honour. Ball coming in. Nice cross. Going nowhere. Defended one more time. And unless someone puts their finger on the trigger and puts something precision-wise in, this is going to go to extra time. Gelhardt fighting for the ball. Well done for Gelhardt. Takes the touch. Here we go. 1-on-1 now. Cuts outside. No foul, referee says. No foul. I agree with the referee. Was a little bit weak on the ball. Needed to get on there. Who's got the ammunition left in that magazine. Who's got the goal in this match? And remember, the rules of engagement, 90 minutes, no score, we go to extra time. After that, no score after extra time, we go to the penalty kicks. Oh, yes. Penalty shootout. It's happened before. And this is the richest game in football. Miss a penalty there, you'll never forget it in your life. You won't be allowed to forget it. Middlesbrough, like, loads of possession right now. Again, Hull City matching them for possession and for fight. Up and down the field, it's a 50-50 affair right now. And if Hull City get that one and only goal pretty soon, what will Middlesbrough think? It's right on the line right now. 7 shots to 10 in favour of Middlesbrough. 2 shots on target for Hull City. 1 Middlesbrough. You can see the fairy tale ending for Middlesbrough with Hull City coming into this. Grow into the match, and they've grown. Rode through the storm, faced the 15-minute barrage to open up. Still didn't cough up a goal. Stayed with it all the way. You got to fight for the right to get into the Premier League. Right now, like I say, school kids football. Next goal wins. Throw your shirts on the floor. Next goal wins, and don't listen to the bell. If the bell goes, keep playing till the next goal scored, people. And don't listen to the teacher. Keep playing. Remember them days? I do. Oh, big tackle coming through. Gets the ball. Lucky he gets the ball and not the man. Moving to the left side now. Hull City putting the pressure on. Hirakawa now on the edge of the box. Goes outside. Skins his man. Cross comes in far side. It's too long. McBurney chases. He won't make it. And does get the free kick. Or does get the foul. Hackney feeling a little bit of physical play there. Going for the throw-in. No foul. Hackney feeling that. And McBurney as well. Who's got that moment of glory? Is it going to be before 90 minutes, or are we indeed going to extra time? UK Railways, how you doing, fella? Hello, hello, hello. Hello, 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 mate. How you doing? How you doing? I love that user picture. He's got a picture of like a train, the old away days train. Little break here. Referee's whistling it down. It's coming. Little bit of argy-bargy, nothing serious. It's a final. I said don't listen to the teacher, did I not? UK Railways, good to see you, man. Good to see you. Kevin Babb says the £200 million match. Yes, the second best prize in world football, only behind the World Cup. Big time. Big time. Big time. Yeah, absolutely. I'm going to move the ammunition box out of the way. Now you can see the biggest prize in world football is the World Cup. Copa Mundial. Weltmeisterschaft. Weltpokal. World Cup. And it's the FIFA World Cup, not the Jules Rimet, because the Jules Rimet is property of Brazil. They won it 3 times. And they got to keep it forever. 1970. 58, 62 and 1970. A story about the confusion about the World Cup the other day. Uruguay won it first, and then Italy twice, and then Uruguay, yeah? Casey. Look at those Borough fans. They know their team is throwing this away. The big team, the favourite in the final, has shown up. No doubt about it. But they have not shown that moment of quality to get the goal. With Hayden Hackney on the field, you would think they have a better chance now. Let's see what happens. He's literally not in the right slot. 7 on the edge of the box. Look at him. Shot coming in. Blocked again. 2 minutes. Literally a minute 30 to full time. Then we'll see how many added minutes we've got. Morris has played well in the middle there, number 18. He's been busy all game long. Look, Middlesbrough's played a composite game today. They've done a very, usual pattern of play. This is how they turn up each time. But this is what they do. The only thing they haven't done is been able to break down Hull City. And I'll tell you now, one thing watching Hull City this season is that sometimes they look easy to get to, but they're really tough to break down. There's a lot of quality in that team. Unsung heroes that play big parts. Coyle just running it out there. He's got a bit of a limp going on. It's fatigue looking on Coyle. He's looking like he's tiring. I'd be looking to change him out if I was the coach. Borough now coming down the final side. Whittaker cuts in. Shoots, and that is going to Mars. Again, Whittaker has been a great disappointment today. He could be doing better. Tea time, baby. I mean, if they're going to have water breaks, I'm going to have tea time, okay? Excruciating cramp pain. Yeah, there you go. There you go. He's not getting up like that. He needs to stretch it out. There you go. Excruciating cramp. A staggering 8 minutes of extra time. Holy shamoly. The cramp will be getting worse. Listen, if this doesn't get finished now, there'll be people not making the 120 minutes. There's so much cramp going on here. I'm very surprised. Extremely surprised. It's only 90 minutes gone. And I'm absolutely taking the piss, guys. I'm having a laugh. There's a lot of cramp going on here, guys. Second phase of football, the added time is coming through 8 minutes. Then you got the extra time, 2 15s, 2 halves of 15 minutes. I think cramp is going to be terrible. Beautiful through ball. Oh, I tell you what, good that Hayden stays on his feet. If he goes down, that's a penalty. Hayden Hackney, great feet. Look at him. Great feet, great brain. Poise, knows what to do. He's making a difference to the final third. Something eventually is going to fall right. Shot coming in. No shot coming in. Hoofed away unceremoniously by Hull City as they want to clear the danger. Foul on Ayling from behind by McBurney. Guys are literally getting exhausted in this match. Into the chat while we're working this off. UK Railways, it's a Class 37, 65 years old and still running on the mainline today as rail tours or special movements. Beauty! Beauty! I'll tell you, there's something special about the away day trains we used to take and the British rail trains as well. Just different class, mate. Different class. They even smell differently. Yeah, Kevin Babs. Where on earth did 8 come from? That's what I was thinking. 8 minutes. It's like, yeah. I mean, I tell you what, it looks like people are explaining the 8 minutes right now because, like, I think that's probably like 4 minutes too high. Yes, we've had substitutions, but one substitute constitutes 30 seconds added to the time. I think sometimes as well, the added time syndrome that we've now become used to, that's another drain physically on the players. It's also a drain physically on the fans. And obviously a drain mentally on the officials. Get laughing. I mean, look at them people in the crowd. They look like they're rooted to their seats having a great old time, yeah? I mean, toffs and suits. Why do they look so bored at such an event? Poor people. Must have such a great life. But hey, cramp's coming. Extra time's going. 8 minutes seems a little outrageous. I've got to agree with you. Absolutely, Kevin. Where on earth did 8 minutes come from? The fans are saying, 8 minutes, they're like, you're full of shit, you're full of shit. 8 minutes, you're full of shit. See, the fans are singing it. Just saying. What were they singing? Okay. They're full of shit, you're full of shit. 8 minutes, you're full of shit. Just saying. I heard the fans singing it. There's one of those guys who's full of shit with the blue ball. Oh, yeah, the Sark is coming now. Oh, yeah. I'm having a bloody good day. I hope you are too. Ball in. Terrible cross in. Hull City picking it off. Flying header out of zones. Little man, Gellert going down the line. Big shoulder. Tries to get the ball, keeping it in possession. Bloody great job. Hull City battling to stay in possession. Doesn't matter what direction now. Play into space, get open, into feet, and look to move forward. Look at the pressure on their players there. Big time. Backing in, holding off. That's why they're getting cramped. These guys are giving everything in this match. It's been 90 minutes, 94 minutes now. Non-stop physical abuse on all teams, all players. Ball in the box. Keeper drops it. It's in the goal. There you go. Holy shit. Ollie McBurney has done it. It's 1-0. They've stolen the game. We told you they would. They've gone and done it. Ollie McBurney has turned up. 1-0. Wow, 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 wow. Goalkeeper, Solbrin. You just made the biggest fumble of your goddamn life. Most expensive game in football, and you just threw it out the window. Way to go, Ollie McBurney. Wow. Get in there. Oh, my life. Tiger fans going absolutely bazonkers. Oh, I tell you. Ollie McBurney, get that yellow card for taking that shirt off. You deserve it. Absolutely fan-fucking-tastic. Yes. Look at Sol Bryn. He has ruined the day. Middlesbrough need a miracle. And Ollie McBurney, Johnny on the spot. Let's take another look at this on the replay. Simple play. Ball coming down the wing. Hit a carry on it on the edge of the box. Comes wide. Gets the cross in. Fumbled by the keeper. Ollie McBurney puts it in. Nobody touches the ball. Yes, Gellart is in an offside position. He is in behind the play, not interfering with play. There's no reason to look at that 2 seconds long. That's a good goal. Major mistake by Sol Bryn. And I tell you what, Middlesbrough undone. They did not hit the back of the net. They had all the possession. They didn't create anything worldwide. Nothing happening. Boom. In it goes. Kevin Babbs, your Hull City boys are going to the Premier League unless there's a miracle in the next few minutes. But Sol Bryn, you're going to remember this for the rest of your life. Wow. What a mistake to make. Wow. Woof. Ollie McBurney sending a message to the Scottish clubs. Come and get me. Why am I not going to the World Cup? Gets a yellow card. That's a good one. Sarmiento's coming in. It's now literally Hail Mary time for Middlesbrough. We got a classical finish to the game. No extra time, ladies and gentlemen. Apparently not. And apparently no penalties coming. The game is going to get resumed as soon as the goal has been reviewed and everything's good. Wow. Get in there. Yeah, Stuart Phillips, Butterfingers. Oh, yeah, Stuart Phillips. Wow. Crystal Disco Ball. Go Tigers 1-0. Going to do that right now before the game gets going. Give us a second. Way to go, Crystal. Get down there pretty quick. Boom, bada boom. Lovely. So exciting. Great job. You've done your job. Well done, Crystal. Love it. There we go. Holy shamoly. It's now Hail Mary time for Middlesbrough. What a finish. McNair's about to come on as well. Shell-shocked. Middlesbrough. Can they get it back? Oh dear. Kevin Bags. Borough handed a gift, playing in the final, and they have choked. Fairest result for Millwall and Wrexham. Yes. I got no problem with this result. No problem. Absolutely no problem. Way to go, Kevin. And UK Railways says, I called it. Way to go, UK. We did too. Kept saying all along, if Borough don't put this to bed, it's going to be a 1-0 stolen victory. And this is what we got. Time is up. It's about how much time's left on the clock. I think we're going to go to about 102 minutes is what I think we've got left on the clock. I think there's a good 4 minutes left to play, okay? Bear with me on this. It's at least 101 or 102 minutes. It's Hail Mary time for Middlesbrough now. It's going to be one-way traffic. Can they get the equaliser? It's going to be a real battle. There's going to be some fierce competition right now. Look at the guys going down. There's going to be some fierce competition right now. UK Railways, it won't be surprised now that if 8 minutes and they get a goal. There you go. I'm reading what he said, okay? He called it, so we're going to read what he said. I won't be surprised now if that 8 minutes and they get a goal now because of that. I smell cheats somewhere. They ain't Southampton. Yeah. Solbrin, look at him, 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 look at him. Is that a guy who's about to cry? Absolutely. He knows how devastating his one little error is. He's had nothing to do all game long. Why is he diving for that cross? If you're not going to make it, you can't be diving. You've got to defend the line. But he's going to remember that for the rest of his life. We've got about 2 minutes to go as far as I can see. Two different faces on the ownership groups. Those on the winning bench, smiles. Those not look like they're about to cry. Can you imagine how much money this is going to cost the loser of this match in projected sales for next season, etc., etc., etc.? I'll tell you what, Hull City won't give a damn. Tick-tock, tick-tock, tick-tock. The clock is ticking down. Tick-tock, tick-tock. Defending the line, ball into the box, headed out one more time. Hull City have defended for their lives all match long and have defended brilliantly all match long. Whatever Pandura has had to do, he's done well. Coming down the right side now. Middlesbrough still in possession. Looking to get something created. Ayling now launches the long ball into the far side of the box. Headed out one more time. Hull City coming away with the ball. Free kick, offside. More time gone. We got about a minute 15 to go. Somewhere in there. The one and only goal. Ollie McBurney scores off a horrendous error by Solbrin in net, and he'll never forget that. And Ollie McBurney will be a hero forevermore for Hull City, just like a Windass in the past. And Hull City fans are having a great time. And I guarantee you now, Ollie McBurney could run for another 1,000 hours. He's on such a high. Tea time, baby. Saluting Hull City. They came in humble, the underdog in this final, and they've overturned the favourite, a big favourite. 2-5 odds against. You couldn't make money on this final if you tried. That's how much Middlesbrough should be winning this one, according to the bookies. But as you know, football is not about the bookies. Football is football. We are down to the final play of the game is what I'm seeing. We're setting up as if it's a big North American football play. Everybody's on the line waiting for the ball to come through. Boom. It's like the kicker. Here we go. Hail Mary fashion. Into the penalty box. Going long, going long, going too long. Hull City fans loving it. For me, the 101 to 102, we're right in. The referee having no time left. Right now, it's seconds on the clock. The big upset will be complete. Sergei Yakirovich, the coach on the sideline, a hero for the moment. Middlesbrough fans can't believe what's just happened. Their day is ruined. Ruined. And they owned Trafalgar Square all last night. A red, smoke-filled Trafalgar Square with red fans. Absolutely red downtown. Central London. Trafalgar Square. Well, today it probably will be gold. Tangerine. Black and white of Hull City. Ball out of play. Referee's going to have to whistle this down eventually. The clock is going quite long here. Longer than I thought. But eventually he's going to have to call this game. Hull City getting it out of danger one more time. More time going. Hull City fans biting their fingers. Borough fans biting their knuckles off. They got no nails and no fingers left. It's such an absolute nervous wreck time. No foul. Advantage played. Borough keeping the ball live. Need to get the ball up front. Going out of play and literally, referee, I don't know where you're getting the time from now, my friend, but you really can be blowing that. You can be whistling this game. Again, Solbrin, you might feel sorry for him. I don't. He gets paid a lot of money for doing what he wants. Jimmy Favours, Tigers beat us home and away. Let them go up. There you go. Jimmy Favours telling you straight. Ball down the line. One more chance. Can there be one more chance? Referee not blowing the whistle. Sol Brynn. Not his day. Put it on net. Going to go down the wing, play nice and slowly. Not offside. He's onside. Hidakawa on the far side now. Passes in. Takes a shot. Well deflected. Is there a time? Where is the referee getting time here? I tell you what, this is great for Middlesbrough. But Hull City want it whistling down. There you go. Final. It's done. You have to say Middlesbrough played a great game, but just did not have that quality in the final moments, as you would say they needed to do. Martin BQN. Martin, how you doing? To think for a moment we were above Hull, they deserve the big league. Great point. Handed a gift playing in the final and they have choked. Fairest result for Millwall and Wrexham coming in from Kevin. Moving on down. Agreed, Stevie. Kevin says, agreed, Stevie. The financial implications of losing the final is huge. It was the start of Sheffield Wednesday's downfall, losing the 2016 final to Hull City. Absolutely. Jimmy Favours says again, Tigers beat us home and away. Let them go up. Off the face of the season, I'm going to say this. I expected Middlesbrough to really be the team. But throughout the season, Southampton stormed. Millwall claimed a great season as well. So for me, there was a few teams that could have been in this final. But Middlesbrough impressed me all through the season with the way they play the game. But in the playoffs, you can't say they hit the highest high in front of net. The final third was what disappointed me in Middlesbrough in the playoffs. Throughout the season, Middlesbrough really impressed me. But staying with it, yes, you can spare a thought now after the match for Sol Brynn. He'll be gutted, upset, but he had a great season as well. One big mistake won't kill his career. Hayden Hackney came on, didn't have much time. He'll be upset. Middlesbrough fans are shocked. But hey, they'll be back next season. This is a decent club. They have been hanging around the top echelon of the Championship for a few seasons now. Challenging, but disappointing at the final phase. Eventually, they're going to get it right. They had a great season. Hull City, though, you have to support what they've done. They came in as the underdog, humble, and they've done the damage. So, ending it that way, just 1 second. Just go back to this, please. Thank you very much. Ending on a high note, Hull City underdogs claiming the big victory, the 1-0 theft, as we all discussed in the chat moving through the game. You could see it happening. You really could see it happening. How many times did I say Middlesbrough are throwing this away? They're not hitting the net. The quality isn't there. They're cooking the clock, but they're cooking their chances. And yes, Hull City will steal the 1-0 win. Quite a few of you said exactly the same one. Kevin Babs especially wrote it. 1-0 Hull City. A few other guys did. But two sets of fans, two sets of owners. And I've got to say, Hull City fans having a great time in the sun, still in the sun. And they're going to be thinking about the Premier League next season. We all thought this was drifting to extra time. So did Middlesbrough. And the big mistake by the keeper off the cross. Hidakawa cuts in. Left side, beats his man to the line. Crosses the ball. Sol Brynn dives. Doesn't have hands on the ball, just fingertips. It falls to the feet of Ollie McBurney. Scuff shot nonetheless, into the back of the net. Didn't need to be a thunderbolt, just needed to be directed and swooped at, kicking out. McBurney gets it in the back of the net. I said he needed to turn up and get the goal today. He did just that. Going to the Premier League. Now, Hull City's world will change. Most of the players in this team probably will never kick another ball for Hull City next season. They will have to spend money on Premier League type players. There's a handful of guys on that team that may get time next year, but the majority of that squad will have to be wholesale changes, which, if you're a Wrexham fan picking up on this, You might say that Wrexham should be looking at Hull City and the players they're offloading to maybe endorse quality into the Wrexham squad. That's what I'd be thinking right now. There'll be players leaving, players that Wrexham probably could need. And if you look at Hull City's record throughout the season, they've had a fantastic season. Their quality has shone through throughout the season, throughout the team, throughout the squad. Wrexham, put an eye on that, what's leaving. Exactly what's leaving. Jimmy Favours and everybody else, let's go into it, into the chat. I'll get to the stats here pretty soon. We're in the post-game right now, but congratulations, Hull City. Congratulations, Sergei Yakirovich, the coach. Brilliant day. The red end of Wembley, the red fans emptying out quicker than dirty bathwater. And the lovely Hull City fans sticking around, celebrating the party. Absolutely deserving it. Underdogs taking out the favourites and worthy of it. Defended for their lives. Set up to counter-attack, but not to stretch their own resources. Literally sacrificed the body and got to the end of it. And literally upstaged the champions. I tell you what, a typical upset format right from the start. You could see this coming off, and it really did come off at the end. Ollie McBurney going over to the TV crew, giving big hugs. Obviously, Ollie wants to get on TV tonight, putting his face right in the middle of it. And who says that's a bad thing? The scenes at Wembley as we carry on, just having a tea time, baby. Congratulations, Hull City. Great scenes there, fantastic scenes. If you're watching TV, fantastic scenes as they're surveying Hull City fans. Big turnout from both clubs. And hey, credit both clubs, both sets of fans. Great atmosphere in the stadium. Great turnout, great colours. There can only be one. And this time, McBurney is the one with Hull City winning the final, going to the Premier League. Tea time, baby. 1 second. Into the chat. Crystal Disco Ball has Tigers on there. Beauty, beauty, beauty. Kevin Babs, congratulations, Tigers as well. D. Scott, I'm sensing another Hull City video from Alfie. I think you might be right. I think you might be right there, mate. I think you might be right. Lynn Pitt says, congrats to Hull. Way to go, Lynn. Kevin says, D. Scott, he loved doing Hull videos. Oh, yeah. Woody Windsor, wasn't expecting that. Sure, my uncle from Hull is going wild. I bet he's not going wild. I bet he's absolutely paralytic. Going through the roof, mate. Absolutely crazy wild. They deserved it. You know what? They battled, they battled, they battled. They didn't break. The underdog. A mini quasi David and Goliath, yeah? David was getting battered by Goliath all match long. And eventually, David slapped Goliath down. Best way to put it. David and Goliath match. The underdog wins. But that team is not going to be the same team, Tigers fans, next season. I can guarantee you that. But yeah, Woody Windsor, wasn't expecting that. Sure, my uncle from Hull is going wild. I bet he is, mate. I'm still enjoying the scenes. These guys have worked hard for this all season long, yeah? They really have. And like I say, for me, it's match number 51 on the Championship 2025-26 season. Watch-alongs. Yes. But again, I'm enjoying watching crutches and all. Number 22 in the shot right now. Crutches and all in the air. If I was the coach, well, I'd get them crutches on the ground, you little bastard. But the fans are having a great time. It would have been either set of fans having a great time, but you know what? Because Hull won it, not Middlesbrough, it seems that they're more in a bit of a shocked state than perhaps Middlesbrough fans would have been. But like I say, fair dues. Only one team's going to win. This time around, it was Hull City. Many people would have thought it should have been Middlesbrough. But football isn't like that. Croatian flag flying high out there as well. Every minute matters. What a stupid slogan that is. Let's just state the bloody obvious, shall we? Absolutely. Absolutely. Kevin Babs. Will Hull be allowed to sign players? They currently under EFL transfer embargo until January 27. That's definitely going to get organised. They're going to have to change that. Do you know why? It'll be a bad ad for the Premier League if they went up with this team. Reason why, they will not survive, and it will not be a good show. They won't be able to stop the goals going in, and it probably could be a record goal fest for teams in the EPL. I think they're going to have to look at that. It's about business. It's about the bigger picture. You can always go and have a tribunal to ask about your punishment being either deferred or annulled or lessened. The only reason you don't go there is sometimes you can go to a tribunal and have your punishment intensified. She's having a good old dance. Look at that lady having a good old dance. She's up in the air. I think she's a little bit happy. Liam Miller there with the Canadian flag wrapped around him. Bleach blonde. He's having a good time. Fans in the crowd. The Tigers everywhere. Party, festival, festiva, festival. They are having an absolute rocking time. They did not, in their hearts, expect to be in the driving seat and go into the Premier League. But as you can see, those people there too, just like Stevie, are not on drugs, not on booze, not on anything. They're on themselves and having a great time because of the game. The game we all love. The beautiful game. And I love seeing fans having a good time. On the other side of the fence, if they were now putting the cameras on the Middlesbrough fans, they would not be so happy. And as you can see at the far end, it's emptied out. Pretty much in this building right now, you've just got Hull City fans and neutrals. But there's nothing there for Middlesbrough fans to hang around. And there we go. Waiting to get the trophy. Confirming it. Coyle just about making it up there. Has to grab the banister. That's how tired this guy is. And there's your man who was injured during the game. That's a hamstring right there. Must be kissing his little boy. Proud dad with his boy at Wembley, winning the trophy. Walking over to hoist the trophy, as they did in Rome. Hail to the fans. Hail to the fans. This scene, just think about this scene without the fans, would be so nothing, yeah? It's the fans that make this whole event. Walking up the steps, walking through the corridors here. What could have been for Middlesbrough is for Hull City. Going into the chat as we walk through. Stay with the scenes. I'm going to hit the chat, guys. Martin BQN says, good point, Stevie. There are some quality Hull players for Parkinson. Good thinking. Oh, yeah. I'm a hawk where it comes to our guys. And I tell you, I was looking at a couple of the Hull players in January. There's still a video down below in the library. I think it's titled, What Wrexham Need to Fix Now to Make or to Storm the 2025-26 playoffs. I think it's titled something very close to that. Kevin Babs, that's what I was wondering. We're talking about Kevin Babs. EFL disciplinary rulings don't extend into the Premier League, correct? There's going to have to be some negotiations go through, though, no matter what happens, because they won't be able to make it in that league with this current team. They'll have to upgrade. 1 second. I can hear machines working overtime. Computers is what I'm saying. Here we go. Mr. Coyle there. El Capitan with the coach. Sergey. Ollie's coming round too. Mr. McBurney, number 9. Happy Tigers fans. There's a lovely dress in the crowd. Isn't that a pretty dress, eh? She's got the colours for Hull City. She's obviously a happy Hull City fan. The medals are going around her necks. The boys are getting the medals. More pretty girls lining up in front of them. Time to be a footballer. Lovely dresses by the ladies. Look at that. Aren't they so sweetly, smartly dressed? Aristocracy in behind. We're looking at the aristocracy. Yes. Are they related to the throne? I don't know. But it's the bloody aristocracy, old chap. Hull City there, waving the medal. I think he's waving the medal to the Middlesbrough players. He's like, hey, this is what you could have had. Hello. I'm joking, obviously. I'm being an oil can. You're allowed to. That's what I was wondering about the... Stuart says, what is the prediction on who will be third team to be relegated from the EPL? You know what? I've got a feeling West Ham's going to make a result. I think Tottenham's going. And some of their players, some of their top players won't even be there. I'm forgetting his name right now. He's going to be in Argentina. The big defender, Argentinian kid, played with Man City, now plays with Tottenham. He's going to be in Argentina when the game's going live. So it seems like it's a sinking ship at Spurs. Somehow they're trying their best to stay up. But I got a feeling West Ham might be getting a result. The Hammers can pull it out. Here goes the trophy. Look at that trophy. 1, 2, 3. There you go. Hooray. Festival. It's a festival. Ticker tape. And they've done it. Great time for Hull City fans. A wonderful time for Hull City fans. It really is. Great scenes. And you have to say, it's been a great final. It's been a great season. And next season, Hull City will be in the Premier League. Middlesbrough will be coming back to play Wrexham again. And it's up to Wrexham to go out there and get those players we need to be in this final next season. Because getting first and second, I guarantee you right now, I don't think it's going to happen. I think our way to the Premier League next season is this final. Next year. 2026-27 EFL Playoff Championship Final. That's what Wrexham's target needs to be. The reason why I say not first or second, you got 3 Premier League clubs coming down, plus Middlesbrough's going to be hot for action as well. Millwall's still going to be around. 5 big teams, yeah. Derby County were chasing us pretty close all season long towards the end, yeah. So when you put it as it is, first and second, I don't think it's going to happen. Auto promotion, don't think it's going to happen. If it does, we spent big. That's the target for Wrexham next season. This final. That's what I'm saying. Staying with it, staying with it. Stevie, congratulations to Hull from Steve. Steve, hello, Steve. How you doing, sir? Congratulations to Hull. Fancied them today. Tough on Middlesbrough, though. I got to agree. It is tough on Borough. Or Bruh, should say. There's no O-R-O. It's tough on Bruh. But if you don't maximise your effort, you can have the ball all day long. They didn't pressure the ball. They didn't pressure the goal. They didn't threaten. They really didn't threaten too much at all. Where they had the ball, it really didn't factor. But Hull City's defence was really the make and break of this. And they stole the match with great defence because it was one major error for the keeper for McBurney to score. If he, Sol Bryn, being he, the keeper, Borough, if he doesn't make that error, this doesn't happen. This trophy hoisting by Hull City is because the keeper makes a horrendous miss on the cross. And it's that simple. Otherwise, you could see this game going further and quite possibly Middlesbrough snatching a goal later into extra time and winning the match. But we all discussed this all the way through, that it was heading towards a 1-0 theft, daylight robbery, call it what you want. But it is hard on Middlesbrough, Steve. Got to agree. You're absolutely right. D. Scott, I'm hoping for Tottenham. Love it. I'm hoping for Tottenham because they won't be around for relegation next year. And West Ham definitely will, once again, be favourites for relegation. Absolutely brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Yeah. West Ham have been playing with fire for too long. They've been playing with fire for too long. If Tottenham don't go now, I totally agree with you, Scott. They won't go next year. So it's now or never, just like Elvis. It's now or never. Tottenham's got to go. Next year won't make it. It's got to be now. So there you go. Tottenham's got to go now. Kevin Babb, Stevie, are you talking about Romero? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Romero, the Argentinian defender. Apparently, I've got it on take. Good take. He won't be around for that game. He's going to be in Argentina when that match is being played. So I'm not saying there's mutinies going on. Not at all. Not at all. Not at all. But I'm just saying it's surprising what they won't have for the final match. And does it send a message? Yeah, Romero. Martin Bicuen on Borough after they lost to Southampton. Mentally, does it drain you? Initially, yes. Initially, yes. But when you then have the tribunal, the disciplinary tribunal, come to light, that then gives it new life. But as I said on the head of this, show, I'm going to hold that there for 5 seconds so you can read it. For 5 seconds. Sergei running through. As I said on the head of the show, who have been affected the most from Spygate? Hull City or Middlesbrough? Since the semis, Hull focused on Southampton and had to switch to Hull City. So Hull had to switch their game plan. Borough focused on Hull City all of the time, awaiting the disciplinary hearing, and Borough will be better prepared for the final and more focused. So when you look at that straight on, you would have thought the big favourite would have come through. And I really think the longer this game went, the more chance that Borough would have got that one chance. But it's one major error, and happy faces on Tigers players and Tigers fans. Just one major error by the keeper, and this is what you get. And look at the scenes. Hull City fans are not going anywhere. Not one fan has left the building. Elvis has left the building. Not one fan has left the building. Not one fan. And it's party time. These fans, these players are all connected together in unison, having a fantastic time. Looking at the stats on the board. We'll give you some stats as we're rolling through and seeing these scenes. On the day, 1-0 to Hull City. Stats on the day. 9 shots for Hull City, 3 on target, 33% possession. 6 fouls, 1 yellow card, 1 offside and 1 corner. Middlesbrough, on the other hand, 12 shots, 1 on target, 67% possession, 2 fouls, 3 offsides, 3 corners. Those stats would tell you that one team should have won that game, and it should have been Middlesbrough. But again, great defending, great unity. The coach, Sergei, there with the fans, very, very gentlemanlike. Very gentlemanlike. And he has got half the suit on. He's got a jacket on, let's face it. He hasn't got the shirt and tie, but at least he's got a jacket on. So he's the modern smart coach. Okay, we get that. He's getting slapped on the head, tapped on the head. Absolute fantastic. These people must be close people to him. That must be somebody real close, because you don't get that handsy with fans. It's got to be family. Well done to them. But again, Hull City fans still in the building, not going anywhere. The dream has come true. They're going to the EPL. They're going to the Premier League again. They've been there before. Let's hope they're not a yo-yo club again. But like I say, they're going to have to spend millions to stick. One thing with the Premier League, when you come out of the Championship, you got to spend to blend. If you don't spend, you won't blend with the rest of them low feeders in the Premier League. Because when you go up, you're not joining the top ranks. You're a bottom feeder, waiting to get pushed back down. Now's where the work begins. And will Sergei be the coach for Hull City next year? You've seen guys go up and coaches have to go the other way. And a fan leaves his scarf in the stadium, spraying the champers all over the place. I'll tell you what, when it's hot, you don't mind that. You're going to get a shower anyway. I'm looking at Coyle and he just said, F me. Great scenes. I hope you've all had a fantastic time. Literally. I'm keeping on with the chat as we go through. But again, Stuart Phillips, I'm going to say West Ham versus Leeds United at London Stadium. Yes. Leeds are safe. Now, Leeds have got some good form going. I think they're undefeated in the last 5. A couple of wins, 3 draws. Great form. And that form started to build towards the end of the season. And they drifted away and moved up away to safety, away from the relegation zone. Trophy's been stolen by a woman. That woman's running away with the trophy. Sergei's going, oi, give me that trophy. Get that trophy. Give me that trophy. Give me that trophy. Thank you. There you go. I'm joking with you guys. She's orchestrating. She's telling them where to be. This is for the fans. Here's Sergei. Proud moment, eh? Ooh, whoa! There you go. Sergei's doing it for the fans. I like this guy. I liked him for the first moment. Hull City, I've liked everything you've done this season. Be proud of yourselves. Have a great party. Enjoy London for the weekend. Get back home to Teesside very safely. Just remember these moments because they're precious. And you slayed Goliath. You really did. Stuart says both Everton and Leeds are safe. Yes, they are. Yeah. And Everton's had some moments where they've been quite decent on the road, yes. See, coming in for Spurs, I got to think Tottenham need to worry about Everton because Everton's got nothing to worry about. They'll play relaxed football. And you can say the same for Leeds United at West Ham as well. But somehow, as I pointed out, this would be the best time, really the best and most opportune time, if you ever wanted to see Spurs go down. And I don't say I want to see Spurs go down. That's not what I'm saying. But if you ever thought of a time where it is very dangerous for Spurs to survive, this is the time. And it's been a slow cooker. Earlier in the season, they weren't in this situation. It's been a slow cooker, really. But yeah, Kevin's right. Sorry, Stuart's right. Both Everton and Leeds are safe. Who would I... I really don't care between the two. It's just a matter of that Spurs shouldn't be in this situation and West Ham have played with fire too much. And Kevin Babs says, I think West Ham will go down, as I think both West Ham and Spurs will lose their games. And that's something that I was thinking about too, Kevin, is that they may well both lose and it just stays as is. And there's that flag there in the crowd. There's a guy with a flag there. See that flag around his waist? All right, I've got his flag. Do you know what that flag is? That flag is... I'm going to move a screen out of the way. Give me a second, guys. Give me a second. You're looking on TV and I'm looking here. This flag here is what one of them guys has got around his shorts. That flag is Bosnia and Herzegovina. Bosnia and Herzegovina. That's Canada's first match at the World Cup. So get ready to see Bosnia and Herzegovina. Ba-da-ba-da-ba-ba. We are going up and we've got the Bosnian flag. And if that picks up a thumbnail, I'll be quite happy. I'll stop in a second, but you do stuff like this to get a thumbnail once in a while because algorithms love different shit. But there you go. Bosnia and Herzegovina in the EFL final. And there's the owner taking the trophy to the fans. Woohoo! There we go. It's amazing what I've got on site here, ain't it? It's always around me. Always around me. Going through it. I'm going to move this back upstairs. There we go. Kevin knew. Kevin's a very wise man. He knew what was going on. Kevin says Bosnia and Herzegovina. Yes, it is. It is. And who would have thought they would have taken out Wales and taken out Italia? 2 back-to-back penalty kick wins. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. There we go. There we go. The next watch-along we got coming up in 3 days is the UEFA Conference League final. Crystal Palace taking on Rayo Vallecano. Rayo is thunder. Vallecano is Vallecano. L's in Spanish are J's. So Vallecano, Rayo Vallecano versus Crystal Palace in 3 days on the 26th. That's the next watch along. Join me for that one. After that, we've got the Champions League final coming next weekend. Then I'm travelling on a 1,000k round trip to Edmonton to watch Canada taking on Uzbekistan at Commonwealth Stadium. It's going to be quite surreal for me because that's a stadium I've announced international football matches for many years. I'm going to sit there and enjoy it as a fan this time. I'm going under the radar. They don't know I'm coming because I told them I won't be available for any announcing this season. So I'm going as a fan so you can be with me on the video that's coming after that a couple of days later. So lots of good things still to come. Like I say, UEFA Conference League final, Champions League final, Arsenal PSG. Who's going to win that one? Who's going to win that one? Who's your thoughts on that? Arsenal or PSG? I know what I'm thinking. I do know what I'm thinking. And by the way, that's going to be one hell of a tough final for Arsenal, I think. A tough final. Looking at the glory in the Hull fans, I enjoy seeing people having a good time. And eventually, They'll be making themselves outside the stadium. Look at the end of the building. That's where Middlesbrough fans were. It's completely empty, as if no one was ever there. As if Wembley was opened up half the building and only half the building. Steve says, too hard to call for me. Both Spurs and West Ham are capable of winning or losing tomorrow. Anything could happen. That's something I agree with too, yeah. It really is that sort of a situation where nothing is guaranteed. Tea time, baby, just a second. There's Mr. Baloumi, Mohammed Baloumi. And Mohammed Baloumi has got the Algerian flag wrapped around him, I believe. And if you go down below to the music in the library here at Ultimate Soccer Show, Algeria has a rocking track too. Figure out the groups, listen to all the music down below. Loads of great tracks for the World Cup coming. Not very far to go. Less than 3 weeks to the World Cup. Less than a week to the Champions League. And I'm going to be covering it all. First game of the World Cup will be Mexico. That's the first game. Taking on South Africa, I believe. But Mexico is the first game we're going to be doing at the World Cup. Then it'll be Canada on the second day. Then we'll be looking at the USA as well. And all the big teams as well. Lots of good stuff to come. Lots of good stuff to come. That boy in blue, he's had a few beers. I can see his eyes are lit. And he's singing his songs. He's a happy lad. But again, David slays Goliath. Doesn't have many chances at all. 3 on target on the day for Hull City. And only 1 shot on target for Middlesbrough. So if you can think where the keys to this final were and how it finished and why, it's shots on net. It's the quality. Remember, we started up this watch-along with the ammunition box and asking you what this is. Stuart Phillips automatically and absolutely correctly, even down to the millimetre, said that it's an ammo box for 7.62 millimetre rounds, and that's exactly what it is. That's ammunition. Middlesbrough didn't have the ammunition in front of net. They didn't work it to the front line and shoot. Hull City got it to the front line. And not the best of shots, but the most clinical of finishes. An opportune theft moment. Johnny on the spot, call it what you want. But McBurney went up front with a box of ammunition and he was ready to shoot and pull the trigger at the right time. And he pulled that trigger. And that's why Hull City are where they are. So ammunition is where we started. Going back into the chat here, guys. Let me light that one up. There we go. But yes, Steve, I've got to agree. Too hard to call. Both could lose, both could win, both could draw. One could win, one could lose. It could go either way. But Tottenham are in danger. And they shouldn't even be there. They shouldn't even be there. Kevin Barnes, must admit I'm a flag geek. I can name all 190 UN recognised flags. Nerd alert. LOL. Brilliant, Kev. Brilliant. You're a nerd for flags. I'm a nerd for football. Stuart Phillips. On, at the moment, 2026 UEFA Women's Champions League final. Barcelona 0-0. Lyon A. Second half just kicked off. We got a few Canadian girls on the field there as well. If you're watching that, you can watch that in Canada right now if you go to One Soccer. And I know that for sure. Go to One Soccer in Canada. And possibly TSN. I'm not going to guarantee that. RDS perhaps. Not going to guarantee it. But check it out. You might be able to see it. But One Soccer for sure. Not the greatest of soccer channels, but they do have certain games. And as for the World Cup, they won't be having any games there. So they're going to lose a few subscriptions as they move forward. But they'll probably rebound with a few subscriptions after the World Cup. Just like the Canadian Premier League teams at the moment, low crowds. The crowds will probably grow again after the World Cup because money's hard, baby. and people have only got enough shekels to go around for certain things. What with the World Cup coming, that's a bigger priority than Premier League. Canadian Premier League, I mean. Stuart Phillips, but what is inside the ammo can? What is inside the ammo can? What do you think? You know what's inside the ammo can. Because it's real. Oh, yeah. I never stopped playing with toys. I never stopped going to ranges. I love shooting. So it's a real deal. Absolute real deal. But it's not NATO. North American. Different series. But yes, ammo in there. Going back out to the scenes. I want to see what they're doing right now. I'll summarise with this, guys, as we shut this down in 3, 2, 1. Wasn't your best, perhaps, match, but best, perhaps, result. Middlesbrough fans have literally took the loss very well. Very saddening for them, but they took their loss very well. They'll come back again next season. Extremely disappointed, as you can imagine. Some people heartbroken as that little boy crying there. But they'll be back. But what they did in this final, for me, personally, Middlesbrough, remind yourself of the matches against Southampton. Southampton were in control, pretty much. The first match, Middlesbrough really didn't exercise in front of net. They built a lot through the match. They had all the possession, but they weren't clinical. Throughout the regular season, they were very clinical in getting the results. The playoffs, they didn't. They didn't excel in the playoffs. They coasted through it and got through the semi-final through the spy gates. But they didn't get through the finals, the two semi-finals, through football. There's a Bosnia flag again in your screen. But Middlesbrough did not get to the final through football. They got to the final through a tribunal. Just saying. Looking at the fans again, looking at the players, everything's having a wonderful time. But carrying on with my thoughts here. Middlesbrough in the league were great, and they exercised the right to score on you at will. But in the playoffs, they were a different team. I don't know personally if Kim Hellberg changed the flow anyway in the final or in the semi-finals or in the playoffs period, but they seemed to be a different team. They weren't as ruthless as they had been in the league. They literally cooked the clock and overpassed the ball and over-created, but never had the quality to finish. They didn't put the ball where it needed to be, and they didn't look like they were ever going to score. Hence, they didn't. Throughout, they didn't. They didn't hit the highs. And if you don't hit the highs and come in with the ammunition and pull the trigger and put the ball in the back of the net, you won't win any match. And I said that at the start of this. But I'm disappointed how Middlesbrough performed in the off-season. They seemed to be riding a high, but not executing. They were riding a high of confidence. I'm not saying complacency, but maybe that confidence was a little bit too high because they really didn't execute on the ground. And looking at Hull City, their season coming through, they came in humble. They came in as the underdog, not expected to win this match. Going through adversity in the final right from the start. Vetoing the final days ago, saying that they should automatically have the rights to go to the Premier League. They've done nothing wrong. They've played through the playoffs, have the right to be in the final. Clean bill of health. With all the Spygate issue, the fairest result for them would have been automatic promotion, no final. That was never going to happen. That was a pipe dream thought by Hull City, the organisation, not the fans. Reality was the final was always going to take place. The shocking thing is that Southampton were banned. I haven't seen a situation like this before, but I'll commend the authorities for dealing with it head on and swiftly and literally viciously. The clubs now know what happened. It's all done and dusted, but spare a thought for Southampton fans in this moment, and Hull City fans, and Middlesbrough fans, and Wrexham fans, and maybe you could say Derby fans per se, for the teams that were spied on. But spare a thought for the Southampton fans especially. Gelhardt going off, and there's that Bosnia-Herzegovina flag waving in my face again. Is that going to be a bad omen for Canada? That's 3 times that flag has waved in my face. Is it an omen ahead of the Canada game? I tell you, it could be. June 12th, BMO Field, Toronto. Get ready for a battle. It could be. It could well be. But Hull City enjoying the laurels of sticking with it. And like I say, Hull City's season, humble, businesslike, no noise. The fans make all the noise, but the team has moved quietly through the season. Very disciplined through the season. The final phase of the season looked like it was crashing around their heels. I dictated and predicted the final 10 matches. They dropped points and Wrexham could have the chance to steeply get across and pass them. Well, Hull City dropped points by the bagload and just on the final day get in to the playoffs as Wrexham drew 2-2 with Middlesbrough. But Southampton, next season, different story. Very much a different story. But for now, you got to say, 2 teams got there. Both teams deserve to be there. 1 team wins, and deservedly so. And as Wembley is emptying and the security are clearing through, Hull City fans jubilantly are leaving now that have hung around for a good 20 minutes after the match. But they're going home happy. They did not expect to win this game. They really did not. And there's people that don't want to leave. Like a quick flashback, Celtic winning the European Cup in '67. People stayed in that stadium for hours after it, like a spiritual event. And people actually stayed where the final was and lived their lives out like a spiritual event. You're watching the same things at Wembley here. Hull City fans know they've got to leave, but they don't want to because it's a place of something special, a great event for them. Everybody's literally linked together. You don't have to talk left or right. You know you're surrounded by family. Right now, Hull City is family in their own building. Right now, Hull City fans own Wembley. It's theirs. They're in their own building, having a great time. Shirtless wonders like him. White like a milk bottle. And Sergei still walking around celebrating with everybody. Look at the smile on that coach's face. Happy guy. Absolutely happy guy. Massive point, Kevin. Massive point, Kevin. Listen to this, everybody. I'll just divulge something. You might not know this, but I'm going to tell you something. Kevin writes, got to feel sorry for the Saints fans. They did nothing wrong at all. And I have to agree with that 100%. Just get this. Southampton, I won't give you the exact number, but in the tens of thousands, I can tell you, there was over 37,000 tickets bought by Southampton fans for the original final. 37,000 plus fans bought tickets. Those refunds through the ticket sellers are going to take anywhere from 10 to 14 days for people to have the money refunded back to them. So slap in the face, you're not going to the final, but slap in the face, you're going to wait 2 weeks for your money to get back in your account too. That's the first thing. Second thing, all those fans, 37,000 plus, that bought hotels won't be getting refunded. Furthermore, all those that bought transport tickets won't be getting them refunded either. They'll be credited, but they won't be refunded. So a lot of people, Southampton fans, not only have seen the authorities slap them in the face for their club and remove them from the final, which they initially, on the night where Southampton beat Middlesbrough at St Mary's, initially those fans were rejoicing. They were ecstatic, in heaven. And it was all taken away from them. That's a sad thing. And a sad thing it is indeed. But you have to say, the coach, Tondre Eckert at the time, sanctioned the spine and was responsible for this whole mess. I say this, it could have all been so easily avoided. I mean, everybody knows about tactics in football. Everybody knows you're going into the video room. Then you're going to go on the training field and you're going to exercise what you just saw on the screen because the coach is taking you on the screen, showing you the tactics on the board. Now you're going to go train and do it outside. Everybody knows about that. My point is this. Southampton could have any time, like you or I, gone onto a platform where video is available of matches between clubs from the same division as yourself, and you can watch those matches. You can see the style of play. You can see how they play out from the back. You can see how they set up for a free kick, how they set up for a corner, how they move down the wings, how they come at you through the middle, what their main thrust of offence is, how they like to defend, how the keeper moves on the line. Or does he move on the line? Does he favour a near post or a back post on certain crosses, certain shots? All this is taken care of in the video room. So my point is, why do you need to spy on Middlesbrough in the first place? That would have been the last thing on my mind as a coach. Why do you think you've got to spy on the team? You can legally spy per se. No. View, go watch a team training 72 hours out from a match legally. So why do it 48 hours out from the match illegally? It makes no sense. It makes no sense. It really makes no sense. You could have had all the video you needed to set up against Middlesbrough or any team. And putting that further, the spying situation, other teams were spied on as well, as including Wrexham. Makes me shake my head. Such a great coaching job by Eckert this season, and it's messed up in the most embarrassing format and fashion ever. Southampton will not rub this cheat syndrome off their marker for many years. It's going to stick to them like a limpet. I'm telling you now. It really is. It really is. But yeah, Kevin, got a feel for the Saints. They did nothing wrong at all. Their fans did nothing wrong at all. You have to feel sympathy. And I did straight away. Thinking things over, I did. And Borough fans, they were disappointed in the semi-final, but they find out through a tribunal that they go to the final. They'd have had some fun with that too. But again, it's been a little bit of a mess to finish the season on that end. I hope we don't see that again. Chunzo, I am back. How was it? Well, I'll tell you what. It ended sooner than it should have done. Late goal by Ollie McBurney. Basically, the only thing to report on this game was Middlesbrough coughed up a one error at the wrong time, and it decided the match. The cross came in from the left. Hirakara breaks in on the left wing, goes past the defender, down the line, crosses the ball before he gets to the byline. The cross comes in at the near post. Solbrin in goal, dives across to try and get the ball. The ball rubs off his fingertips, goes straight down to the feet of Ollie McBurney, who literally, with one swoop as he's falling down, swipes the ball low into the net. And that was that. The other thing we can say is Middlesbrough wasted far too much possession, wasted far too much time overcooking the move, didn't get the ball on net, only one on target all game long. 12 shots, yes, but only one target. They did not execute in front of net. They overcooked it. They literally overcooked it. Kevin, not expected, but fair result for other teams affected by Spygate. Yes, I say it is too. I say it is too. Chunzo, man, this old people's home is growing on me. There you go. There. I tell you what, we're going to have to make a song up for Chunzo. We're going to have to make a song up for Chunzo. I'm going to make one up for you, Chunzo. I am. And then we're going to laugh. Yes. If we can remember to laugh, because we're all like geriatrics, right? Yeah. I tell you. Leonardo, how was the barbecue, Chunzo? Yes, how was the barbecue? What a great mind Leo's got. He should be a comic. Should be a comedian. He's got a great intelligent mind. That's a comedian's line. That's great intelligent, Leonardo. Absolutely brilliant. How was the barbecue, Chunzo? Did you burn the meat? Come on, let's have a know. And is the sun shining? Is it 28 degrees? Again, it's been a fantastic day. A fantastic day. Have you enjoyed the season? Did you enjoy the season? Chunzo, guys, that other guy, More Chunzo's channel, had a good barbecue. Okay, so guys, that other guy, More Chunzo's channel, had a good barbecue. I guess you got to go to More Chunzo's channel to check out the video, is what I'm thinking there. Maybe not, but maybe surely is. Absolutely. Absolutely. Guys, I'm going to shut this down. You guys have a super day. Get on with what you got to do. And all I'll say is Hull City are going to the Premier League. And it should have been Middlesbrough. And it's not. Not at all. Not at all. Thank you, everybody, for being here. All in the chat. You did a brilliant job. Thank you, Crystal, for the scoreboard operation. Back in the seat, doing your job again. Well done. Means I don't have to worry. The next one we've got coming up, like I say, the UEFA Conference League final. Crystal Palace, Rayo Vallecano, and that's Thunder Vallecano. So England versus Spain. One European trophy already to an English team. Next final is an English team versus Spain, España. Let's see who wins that one. Favourite for that one should be Crystal Palace. If you got your bets on Vallecano, hopefully it's a thundery day and they win. But I'm thinking Palace has got the edge on that one. But it doesn't always mean that the favourite wins, as you saw today, yeah? Absolutely. And then finally, you've got the Champions League coming up next weekend, next Saturday. And that is Paris Saint-Germain, PSG, from Le Francais, taking on Arsenal from North London, that's originally a South London club. Absolutely. I think in that final there, my money's on PSG. So now you know. I'm looking at Palace and PSG to the two Ps to win those two finals. And unfortunately, maybe Arsenal don't get to win. And maybe, unfortunately, Rayo Vallecano don't get to win either. Those are the next two. After that, I'm going to the international match. I'm travelling a 1,000k road trip. There'll be a video on that one. Me leaving, going down the highway, up the highway, through Calgary, up to Edmonton, at the match, in the match. And I got massive seats. I'm not going to tell you too much about my seats. The video will tell you exactly what we paid for, where we're sitting on the day, and a whole lot of stuff too. It's going to be an absolute fun video. And I won't leave anything out. I'm taking a fast car too. Yes, I am. Looking back in the chat. Chunzo, yes, it was a very good, nice one. Stuart Phillips says, have a great weekend. Stuart, have a great weekend. Stay safe, mate. Good to see you again, fella. Away we go. And Stuart says, tomorrow is the final day of the EPL. Yes, it is. Super Sunday. West Ham going to stay alive. Tottenham's going to go down. I don't care who goes down, really. I have no real preference, but tell you, it could go either way. Interesting final day of the season. Like I say, Tottenham shouldn't be in that situation. Should not be in that situation. Really shouldn't be. Going on, carrying on. Chunzo says, who is that other guy, Chunzo? Okay, we get you. Kevin Babs, thanks everyone. What a great season. Roll on the next one. Absolutely, fella. Absolutely. It was a great season. I think we're going to have an even better season next year. Yeah, I do. I really do. And don't forget, Welsh fans, next season we have 4 Welsh derbies. Yes, 2 matches home and away against Swansea and 2 matches home and away against Cardiff, both City teams. So, and who is the number 1 club in Wales? You don't need to answer that one in any more than 1 second, because there's only number 1 club in Wales is Wrexham. 5 years ago, we couldn't say that. Look what 5 years has done. Man, I love that More Chunzo going. Leonardo, the double agent. Yes, he's the double agent. That's you. Yes, there we go. We've got him. We found him. Double agent. Yes, he's a spy. Was he in with their Spygate, perhaps? Chunzo, are you the spy? Maybe he's going to be spying on clubs for Wrexham. Who knows? But for now, it is what it is. It's been a great day. Another game gone by. I'll tell you what, the EPL only needs to answer one thing. Hull City's going up, but is it West Ham or is it Tottenham who's going to replace them in the Championship? You never know. You never know. Staying in the chat so I don't miss anybody. Kevin Barlatown laughed me arse off. Chunzo. No, that was more Chunzo, a completely different Chunzo. Chunzo guilty, Chunzo bye. Okay, guys. Too much fun. We're having a laugh. It's all good stuff. Enjoy the barbecues again and again and again. If you're going for another one, if you're going back to it, Chunzo, enjoy. Come back for the next watch-along, which is the UEFA Conference League final in the week. Then it's the Champions League final next weekend. And then we got World Cup coming closer and closer and closer, and international matches coming thick and fast as well. And the studio's going to change very soon. As soon as the Champions League comes through, after that, it's going to change dramatically. And you'll have World Cup stuff to look at. I'm not going to tell you what or how big or how small. Things are going to change. I've invested in some stuff, and literally with a smile on my face, I'm looking forward to the World Cup and the next match that we get to go with. Thank you, everybody. Have a super, super day. And remember, take it easy. I'm literally listening to something outside the studio. Somebody just dropped something loud, like a piece of steel going down. So maybe there's some work going on. Who knows? But I'll check that out when I get out of here. Anyway, have a great weekend. Thanks for being here. Thank you especially for all the chat. And I can't go without getting the last talk out from the chat because that would be rude. Chunzo says, cheerio, Chunzo. Angus McWhirter says, maybe Birmingham City is in on the Spygate since Tom Brady used to be with the originators of spying New English Patriots. Well done. That's a freaking top line. New England Patriots and the spying. Yes, yes. And Atmore, Chunzo, love you, Chunzo. I tell you, too funny, too funny. Guys, get on your way. Have a day. Glad you're here. Come back again. Remember to like, remember to subscribe, and hit all the notifications. Thank you very much.